This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports app that eliminates the countless hours of research usually involved with fantasy sports, and it focuses only on the top tier athletes that have the biggest impact on the game, like myself. If you find me on Thrive Fantasy, it's because I have the biggest impact on the game. All you have to do is choose 5 out of the 10 available player props or 10 out of 20 if you're playing an NFL game to build your lineup. Each prop is assigned a fantasy value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit. Hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win your share of the prize pool. It's just that simple. Thrive has awarded over $1.5 million in cash prizes to this date. And I'm telling you, we got to be pushing 3 at this point. It's got to be close to 3 million. We've been partnered with them for a little bit. I'm going to say 3. So to start raking in the dough, use promo code WGG when you sign up today, and you will receive an instant $25 match on your first deposit of $25 or more. Get started today using promo code WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store or Google Play Store, or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, promo code WGG. Go download the app and prop up with us today. Now, without further ado, enjoy episode 207 of Not Another Gaming Podcast.
Wow.
What is going on, everybody? Doc Bob here. We're live. Look, we're on a fucking, I'm going to say it. We're on a fucking streak right now.
We're good.
We're on a fucking streak. We've been having some incredible guests join us every single week for the past couple of weeks. It's been a wild ride. Episode 207. We're live. We're coming to you direct. And of course, as always, I'm here with my 2 lovely co-hosts, Chris, Dom. But before we get to them, sorry guys, you're just gonna have to wait on this.
It's okay, understandable.
Just Chris, shut the fuck up and try to do an intro here.
Okay.
We have our very special guest this week. He is the most interesting man of Verdansk, one of the founding fathers for Call of Duty TikTok. He is also Tim the Tatman's favorite little guy. Our pal, StanMan 3 foot 4 inches. Thank you for joining us, Stan.
Yikes, off the rip.
I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to escape that anymore. I really don't.
Wait, is that what the 34 stands for? 3 foot 4 inches?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of things it stands for, but that seems to be the one that's going to carry the most weight from now on, honestly. I mean, clip's just cemented.
Look at it this way. I'm pretty sure Dom's under 5 feet as well, so you're not the only one here.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, Dom's like 5. What are you, 5'4", Dom?
He's like 5'2", I think, right?
5 muted. That's what they call you.
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10".
He's 5'9".
5'10".
5'10". Imagine not being at least over 6 feet in this economy. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, Chris. So you can fucking reach up for all those empty cabinets that you have in your apartment.
I mean, sometimes you need some peanut butter. Sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, Dom. Let me get a clean glass. Oh wait, there is none. Yeah, because I own 2.
But
and they're both in the strainer.
No, they're all in the sink. So I don't have to reach high up. I just got to reach down. They're all in the sink. They're all ready to be washed. I just have to buy dish soap and a new sponge. But they're
big
there.
for nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Stan, how you doing, brother? Tell everybody what it is that you do content-wise. Yeah. Where do people find you?
Yeah, no, well, first off, I think many of you probably know me as a TikToker. I think that's the way I have to identify myself right now. Hopefully we can change that narrative in the future, but I'm a TikTok creator / streamer, I guess you could say. I'd love to say I'm a content creator, but I'm more just a streamer and repurposed on TikTok. Been kind of creating content for over 3 years. Well, roughly 3 years. I started my senior year in high school, my junior year at college right now, Michigan State.
Oh, young buck. Wow.
Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy. It's a crazy time right now for me. Honestly, it is. It's like what do you do?
Do you have people around? So like you're obviously home now with what's going on in the world, but when you were on campus, did you ever have someone approach you and be like, yo, are you StanMan from TikTok?
No. So funny you ask. People ask me this a lot. And I was like a nobody before quarantine. Like I'm telling you, if I press go live, if I posted, a video on TikTok in February, 10 views on the TikTok, maybe 3 average viewers on my stream, maybe 10 unique viewers to the whole stream. like a completely different narrative. And then I was talking with my buddies, and I was like, look, if Call of Duty makes a battle royale, I'm like, this is what I'm doing. Like, this is, I got behind my setup 10 hours a day, literally every single day of quarantine. Like, I'm an honors college kid. And the second I got home, I'm like, fuck this. I'm not doing school. I'm like, if I'm not in the fucking classroom, like, pardon my French, lick my balls. Like, I'm not doing it.
You're good, man. Just speak freely here. Yeah, your words are free here.
I'm like, dude, like, I'm not doing this. And like a week into, like, it was like a couple weeks into us being home, they're like, yeah, pass fail. Now if you get a 1.0, you can just pass the class. I'm like, let's go, baby. It's content time, bro.
Dude, you gotta try so hard to not get a 1.0.
Well, it's the same thing for me right now. It's the same thing for me right now.
I spent 23 fucking years in school, and I had to maintain like a 3.25 the whole
Sucks
time.
being smart, isn't it? Huh? I imagine people like myself. You know, I heard D's get degrees. I was like, all right, like if I do one homework assignment,
then you fucking struggle to maintain those D's.
Yeah, so I dropped out as a senior, as any logical person would do, and I never finished college. But Stan, a question for you really quick. So you started off, you said, so when you started off, you weren't really doing too well when it came to like concurrent views and stuff like that. So Warzone was obviously your tipping point. But do you think the perfect storm of you creating content on TikTok mixed with this new game mode in Call of Duty coming out was really like the tipping point for you to kind of break through?
Oh, it was just everything. And I say this all the time, and it was just making the best of a terrible situation. Like we could get into the millions of reasons of why the beginning of 2020 was so weird for me. I was just, I was a sophomore in college. I had a lot of problems, and I just got home and I'm like, I want to make this a reality. And I was like, I kind of went on the app and I saw what people were doing. And at the time it was like people taking like their phone and like taking, a video of a loadout, and they're like, yo, I got the best M4 loadout. And I'm like, okay, this is basic as shit. And he's getting 400,000 views. I'm like, somebody's got to be doing something. And then I saw like the normal, shit that everyone's trying to do nowadays. They're like, hey, tips and tricks, put on contextual tap, baby. And you're going to be the next good Warzone player. People get like 150,000 views for that. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to, get on here and just cause chaos. So I just started taking pictures of like guns, and I would just do like the green screen overlay. I'm like, if you use the M4, and just threw my personality into it. And nothing popped off for me crazy until I said the RPG didn't need a nerf. And
really?
That got like 500,000 views, and me and my mods and like my best friends at the time just started attacking people in the comments, just chirping people. And then it just kept like, we started these massive argument chains.
Chris, this is what we have to do. This is what we have to do on that.
I gotta send the army.
We just gotta start attacking people in the comments.
It's what I did.
Dude, I get enough on, so I attest a lot of the reason why, pretty much all the reason I even touched TikTok to Lucci. I remember talking to him one day, and he was like, we've known each other for a bit now. And I remember talking to him, and he was like, I'm telling you, do what you do on Twitter, but put it on TikTok. I was like, all right, like, let me try. So like you said, there's a lot of kind of the same old shit. And I think the stigma behind it is definitely getting pushed further and further away about being a dancing app. It's not even close to that. Granted, there are huge creators that do dance on there, but it's so much why I see like chefs and people that play video games and dancers and fucking car mechanics and like literally bobbers, anything. And I remember getting on there and everything was kind of looking the same to me. So I was like, what can I do to kind of differentiate myself? So I was like, I talk very weird. I sound like I have peanut butter in my mouth when I talk, just because that's my accent. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna scream and say things weird. So people actually try to like rip me apart for talking weird in the comments and boost the engagement up and push me out.
That's the best part.
And it's all about differentiating yourself, which you're doing good. When I look at TikTok nowadays, there's a lot. It's a lot more saturated than it was a couple months ago, and it's all people doing the same shit, like loadouts and stuff like that. But I think where the good content creators are going to stick out, those content creators are going to be the ones that inject their personality into things instead of just like, okay, here's the best loadout for the Gra. Like, no, like you fucking green screen yourself, shaking the tail feather in the gulag. You put on a red suit and put a fucking rose in your mouth. Like you got to differentiate yourself, and I think you're doing a great job on that. And as I say to everyone when they come on here, I'm complimenting you because I want to. I'm not sucking your dick because you're in front of me. You actually do a very good job on there, and you make me laugh. But you're
So,
getting
no, hold
noticed
on.
now, and it's great.
Imagine Chris ever gave any of us fucking compliments.
I compliment
Um,
Dom all the time. I don't compliment you because I
alright,
don't like
bro.
you.
It really always be your own dudes, trust. It
Whatever,
really always
bro.
will. It always
Fucking
is.
crazy. All right, why don't we just let's just jump right into a weekend recap, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find
So-
this?
Weekend recap, it's very simple. It's just
Yeah.
tell us what you did this weekend. You hang out, you drink anything, you play any video games, what's going on?
And listen, my life's weird, right? Like we said, college kid living at home, right? As some of you probably know, like with the hood, the sweatshirt stuff, like the kind of the sub stuff I've been public with on Phase 5. My mom's, breast cancer patient, stage 4, terminal. So I can't like socialize with people. Like this is that's my bed. I fucking wake up, I look at this damn thing, I turn on my PC, see what I do, see what type of content I can create on the internet, what type of debauchery I can start. And then I kind of get an idea. I work out, stream, play video games, create content. That's the gist. That's what I do. It's very boring. It's very rudimentary, but like it's working. Honestly, it's working. And like I can't hate on what's happening.
No, and like T's and P's going your way, man. I can't even begin to try to relate. But it's like you said, it's about finding the silver lining on a shitty time, talking about like quarantine and stuff like that, where
100%.
there's a lot of people that are wasting their time. They're waking up, they're going to bed at 4 a.m. They're waking up at noon, not working, just collecting checks. And it's the people that turned. It's always about people that turn positives out of negatives. But that's good to hear. Now you're selling those hoodies, right?
I was for a week, yes, and then we finally stopped. This was just obviously like a charity initiative. We got like me and my best friend. Like I have a house up at Michigan State still that I pay rent for because I lived there before and I signed a lease for this year, but I didn't move up there. My best friend's up there. I live with my 5 best friends that I've been best friends with since preschool. They're still my boys now in college. I live with them still. It's been a really cool fucking thing.
That's
Like,
sick.
my best buddy wants to start a merchandising company. So he's like, look, I know you want to do this. Let's do this together. I'll take care of, fulfillment, shipping, everything. Just you do the marketing. And I'm like, I absolutely love this.
Say
Yeah,
less.
Dude, let us know whenever, because we always like to promote like charity and money raising events. So let us
yeah.
know if you ever do that shit again, and we'll try to boost it too.
Absolutely.
Chris, you do anything this weekend? Play anything
So
this weekend?
I did. Black Ops Cold War came out. So I decided to stay in this weekend. Dry weekend, didn't touch a drop of booze. I felt like $1 million. I woke up every day like birds fucking chirping outside. 7 a.m. I roll up, give a nice stretch, take a shower, maybe sit down on the computer chair. Just have a really good time. But I played some zombies with Bob, Doug, and Nick. Ended up hitting the Easter egg on that. That was really fun. Granted, I had the bitch job. I was just kind of entertaining the last zombie, which is what I said it was okay to do.
You did great. You
I
did
know.
great in your
I-
bitch position. You did great.
I know. Just
Spot on
run.
your role.
Right,
Spot
yeah.
on your role, dude. It
And-
really is.
It really is. And Bob told me straight up, he was like, listen, you're not good at zombies. You don't know zombies.
That's not what I
At
said.
all.
No. Stop.
Let me
That's
put
not what
words
I
in your
said.
mouth. Let me put words in your mouth. Shut up for a second. He goes, Chris, you're a loser. You don't know how to play this game. I need you to be the bitch. You need to grab the last zombie. If it ever tries touching me, I'm disconnecting you from the game. You just got to run around in circles and make sure it doesn't touch us. So I did that, and I think I murdered it. We hit the Easter egg. Bob, now you can speak.
Okay, all right, whatever. First of all, I didn't say you're a loser idiot. I just said, hey, not for nothing. Like, you probably have the least amount of experience out of all of us when it comes to zombies Easter eggs. So just, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this, Chris. Friend to friend, brother to brother. I'm sorry.
Oh
You
my
have to do
God,
this.
playing the fucking victim card. I
But-
don't want to hear it.
But Chris, buddy, pal, my
What?
brother,
What, Bob?
you're a crucial member of this team.
Thank you.
And I need you to just shut the fuck up for like 20 rounds. Just don't say a fucking thing. Hold on to the zombie. Shut your fucking mouth. Let the big boys do the fucking work. Dom, how was your weekend this weekend?
You were doing so good, you fat fuck.
Suck my dick.
Dom, how was your weekend, brother?
I just waiting for you guys to get it all out. Everything was pretty good. I'm Dom, by the way, for those of you who we kind of skipped over the intro portion. I'm also a co-host of this podcast. Good to be here.
That's why I want to just go straight into the fucking weekend.
Yeah, good to be here. Papa Dom, it's your boy. Big shirts are out right now on wickedgoodgaming.com/shop. The La Luna t-shirt is out right now. Make sure you go get that. You know what I'm saying?
Very good point.
You know what I'm
Fire
saying?
flame.
Keep you nice and warm while you're on the moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check that out. You get instantly 40% more chicks while you wear the shirt. But stay inside though.
Wow. Talk to me, huh? Interesting.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I don't get them. Damn,
That's-
I gotta
see?
buy one.
That's it.
It's a
Exactly.
development. This is
Once you,
something, huh?
yeah, next time you get around to actually getting a piece of our merch on your body, Chris, you'll maybe get that rate up. Get that rate up. Wow, number 1.
Yep.
We're breaking the seal. We're breaking the seal, baby. Well, Fee said, "Will I get guys if I buy one?" Yes. Yes. It is. Yeah. Whatever your pheromones like to attract. So we are all inclusive here. So yeah, you absolutely will. That's 100%. That's 100% correct. My weekend was good. I started playing a lot. I'm actually starting to since I got into the PC game, lifelong PC gamer for the last 3 weeks. I have developed a fucking serious backlog. Like, Kenny gifted me a ton of games that were just left over in his Humble account that he already had. I downloaded a bunch of shit. I'm just downloading shit left and right. I mean, just looking at the top of my head, I've started 5 or 6 games in the last 3 weeks, and I'm just buried right now. I did start playing Gears Tactics, and I've never been a fan of tactics games except for Final Fantasy Tactics, and it's what a breath of fresh air that game is. It is so goddamn good. Never thought it would be my cup of tea, but I'm a really big fan, and I'm hooked. I'm absolutely hooked on it. I played the first mission of that game, and I was like, this is way too fucking hard. This is not my thing. I just can't do it. But now I played 3 or 4 missions. I got kind of deep into the customization for the game. Holy shit. It's probably, honest to God, one of my favorite games in the Gears franchise, just off the rip. Yeah, it's really fucking good. And the characters are awesome. It's all original characters and all original story. It really didn't have a whole lot working towards it because it doesn't have the star power of the other games, but wow, what a great fucking game so far. I'm really loving it. Let's see. Had a couple refreshments here and there. I didn't really do a whole lot. Nothing super extravagant. Got a lot of work going on the house right now. On the 9 to 5 front, the team has pulled together over $3,000 from Movember, so that is already kind of rocking and rolling. Myself, I think we're at about $400. So if you guys want to donate to that, that is going to be right in the chat right now. You can go donate to that. It goes to a fucking great cause, but I'll talk about it later on in the show. Also, Stan, in several gestures of solidarity with you right now, I do want to say that my deepest prayers are with you, brother, for your mom. For myself, I mean, I haven't really talked about this a whole ton on the show, but my mother's been in an ongoing kind of back and forth battle with breast cancer as well for basically the last decade. And it's one of those things that just never seems to go away, even when you think it is. And if you ever need to talk, if you ever need anything, you know what I mean, please don't hesitate. Believe me, it's one of those things as widespread and as common as it is. It's one of those things that can often leave you feel like you have nobody to turn to and nobody to talk to. So we're pushing for you and we're praying for you and we're thinking about you, man, for real. All our love and all of our support. Make sure you keep your head up and be there for her, And just real quick, just so you can fully understand where I'm at right now, I am going to change the light behind me to green real quick, and then I know that you're a big fan of the truth here, so I'm going to throw this on for you real quick.
Wow.
I'm going to throw this on.
Look at this.
You know what I'm saying?
You did have it.
You see it?
Wow. This is dedication right here.
You know what I mean?
That's right,
Wow.
baby.
So talk to me here. Do we have a Celtics fan on our hands?
Oh, bro, you know it, bro. I bleed green.
Brother. Brother. We are all we're all Boston boys.
We're all
But,
Boston.
well, we all grew up in Boston, but we all currently reside in Missouri, North Dakota, and Tennessee.
North Dakota.
It's like an ongoing thing, so people don't know where we are. But yeah, so
yeah. This is actually from Paul Pierce's last game in the Garden. I was there, and his very last game played. I think he was when he was playing it on his farewell tour with the Clippers.
Yeah.
This was it. That was the same day as a 28-3 Super Bowl too.
Nice. Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
The fucking
most really happy.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. This is I was fucking crying. Fee was like, this has never been washed. Yeah, this actually has never been washed. I
I'll
sweat.
tell you what. I loved Paul Pierce growing up. I don't know what it was. I still don't to this day. People ask, they're like 34. All the kids come in my chat. They're like, "Hey, dickhead, 34, Paul Pierce, he's a fucking shitter." And I'm like,
No.
Whoa.
I'd love to match your energy because like I always am about that, and like that's what I love doing.
Yep,
but like,
yep.
I'm like, dude, he was a good guy. He was my basketball idol. I shot fadeaway threes because of him.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like that's what I did.
He's like one of the most clutch basketball players that we'll ever see. If the ball was in his hands with like 10 seconds left, we won. We already knew we were gonna win.
Yep.
He was so slow, but somehow got around it. It was electric watching him.
Yeah. I mean, it was honestly more just like a play style thing for me. Like I was athletic, but I just liked shooting fadeaway threes and rubbing it in people's face. And like I was just like, he idolized that. I'm like, this is perfect.
Did you play basketball growing up?
I did. I played going up until high school. This is my sports story's funny, bro. And I get fucking grilled for it in stream, man. Because they're like, you're in college now. I'm like, yeah, man. And they're like, no, so you look like you played sports. You look like a doucher. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I played sports growing up. And then they're like, what'd you play? I'm like, well, I played basketball until high school. And they're like, well, what'd you play in high school? I'm like, okay, well, I was varsity tennis 4 years. And they're immediately like,
well,
I'm like,
my eyebrows did the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, listen. And then I was like varsity skiing, and they're like, okay, it gets worse. And then they're like, what'd you do in the spring? I'm like, well, I would golf for freshman year, and then I umpired the other 3 years. But the only reason I even picked up tennis is my next door neighbor was the varsity starting point guard. He had offered like D1 offers, and he's like, yo, if you want to skip basketball fall workouts, he's like, you got to play tennis.
Dude,
Tennis man 34.
Yeah, I'm like, sign me up, bro.
Listen,
absolutely.
I gave up on basketball in high school. So the reason why
I was the best there was. I was the best in Revere Rec League basketball.
Bob sucked at basketball.
Okay. Yeah, right. Oh my God, Chris, I'd still fucking dunk on you.
You were built like a fucking brick shithouse when you were 12 years old. I couldn't move you.
I was averaging fucking 38 rebounds a game. I was the fucking greatest in the paint. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter.
They really do.
Listen,
so I stopped playing basketball in high school because our coach was a piece of fucking shit. And the reason why I validated it was because I could play lacrosse year round. So I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna play lacrosse year round. And then when I went to college, I knew the coach, and the coach was like, why don't you come play for the team? And as I was going to tryouts for college basketball, I blew up my fucking knee. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to retire from sports here. I think we're done. Let's get back to video games.
Yeah, I was waiting for Stan to throw in like the springtime lacrosse dude. That would have been the trifecta right there.
Yeah.
In the eyes of like looking in from the sidelines, like of douchery. And I'm not calling you a douche. I'm saying for the sake of douchery.
Call it like we see it here.
Yeah, calling it like all right. So you would have been a complete douche, and there's nothing wrong with the game of lacrosse. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you said I play tennis, I ski competitively, and then what are you doing this spring? Oh, I play lacrosse. I'll be like, okay, like, but you were good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Well, we're good.
Listen, let me just say this though, because I before we get too far away from the Paul Pierce topic, Paul Pierce was stabbed 11 times in his fucking head, face, and back, and neck, and chest. And he fucking played all 82 games that season, and he averaged 26 points a game. He averaged 26 points a game. He was stabbed 11 times. He was stabbed 11 times. He was stabbed 11 times. You can say whatever the fuck you want, but you can't say that man is not the fucking truth. Because today in the NBA, fucking somebody will get shampoo in their eyes and be out 6 to 8 weeks. Paul Pierce didn't miss a game.
Sometimes, bro. Sometimes.
And I think the 50 Cent lyric was based off of Paul Pierce, or something like that, where it's like, got shot 9 times, but I don't walk with a limp. I think it was kind of after Paul Pierce. Like, he was trying to one up him. I got stabbed 11 times, didn't miss a goddamn game.
Yeah,
that's kind of, and it all started over someone stepping on his shoes. He stepped on someone's shoes. I mean, Paul Pierce, he just ate it, turned into Swiss cheese, went back to the league, started playing.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, it's different.
Oh my God. All right. I didn't do, I took Friday off this weekend. We shot for a world first for the Easter egg. We missed it by like an hour and a half, I think. We got caught up in maybe 2 steps. We flipped 2 steps. So shout out to Chris, who joined. What a great fucking zombie bitch we had on our team. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Nick and shout out to Doug from Modern Warzone.
Doug.
That's basically what I did the whole fucking all day Friday. Saturday, I did the solo Easter egg, and then I spent 12 hours editing to try to get the video up on YouTube. That's youtube.com/Wicked Gaming. 12 hours worth of editing. Nobody fucking watched it. Thanks. And then
Tough
Sunday,
scene.
it fucking hurts, bro. Sunday, ran Bricky through the Easter egg as well. So that was enjoyable. I lagged out in the middle of the fucking game, so I had to walk Bricky and Kenny through the Easter egg in Discord the whole time. Granted, they were on the last step; they just needed to get through the boss fight. And then I played through the campaign. Campaign was really good. We'll discuss it more in a minute. Campaign was really good. Zombies is really fucking good. I haven't touched multiplayer yet. I get super burnt out from MP in Call of Duty games, and I wanted to complete the campaign first. Wait, what?
Stan doesn't like multiplayer.
I have so many strong opinions about multiplayer. I do.
All right, we'll get to it in a second. We'll get to it in literally
Just
2
go.
seconds. Only
going.
other thing I played this week was Bioshock Infinite. I have made a pact with the fucking devil that I will not buy a next gen console until I clear out my backlog. And we're starting in alphabetical order at Bioshock Infinite on Steam. And I'm going to be working my way through my backlog, and then I'll get a PS5 afterwards.
Nice. All right,
Right.
so
I
time for the
don't
strong
blame you.
opinions, no?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's fucking talk about Cold War. It just released. Servers are complete fucking trash at every portion of the game. Absolutely fucking horrible. I think was it Digital Foundry that did the tick rate service to figure out it was 60 hertz per public match. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
Yeah, I saw that tweet yesterday. So I think it's only right to let Stan kick it off as the resident Call of Duty guy in the room. He had some strong opinions. The double bird going up, as we said, Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah.
What's your initial reaction?
Listen, I'll say this. First off, regardless of my opinion, it needs to be said, and it's not being talked about enough. It really isn't. They put out a AAA game in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of a very long pandemic, taking almost over back to last March. They still put out a game that's not absolute dog shit. And that is worth highlighting.
True.
We will say that. I'm just going to start it with that. Campaign, I heard it's short as shit. Really doesn't surprise me considering. I heard it's still baller, but I think campaign's a dying breed. I think it's appealing to a very small group of people. That being said, Zombies is a W. I think Zombies is the most playable Zombies experience I've seen in a really long time. And just to put someone immediately into Zombies that's never played it before, I think they're going to immediately enjoy it and have fun doing it because it's really basic right now. And I think they can make it super hard with maps or, continue this kind of player-friendly system. And I think either way, people will enjoy it. And then there's fucking the CDL, which we decided to call multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. The days of pub stomping are gone. I can't go into a lobby, go 30-5, 10 straight games. They just won't let me do it. They won't. And it's just when I saw it's a perfect thing. When Sensor fucking posts a screenshot of his friends list,
Mm-hmm.
and every single CDL Pro, simp included, is below a 2.0 in multiplayer lobbies, we have a fucking issue.
Yeah, it's nuts. So, as someone who loves multiplayer, so I think that I've said this time and time again. I think Modern Warfare was saved by Warzone. I think that people would have kind of wrote it off as a multiplayer game if Warzone didn't come along. But now, after playing Black Ops Cold War, I miss Modern Warfare. And I put time in. So, I'm not just talking out of my ass to someone who's just looked around the internet, saw what people thought. I think I have a day online at this point playing already. And it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but this is gonna trickle into the whole skill-based matchmaking conversation. I already know it is, but I agree with Sam where pub stomping's done. I remember back in the day, you used to get on, and the best time to ever play a Call of Duty was the day after Christmas because there was little kids that bought it, and you know that you were just gonna be a monster. You're gonna be able to run your KD up, and everything was gonna feel great. But on this one, you get into a game and people are trying to make it into the league. Like, first of all, relax. Like, I just want to chill and play. And I can't tell you how many times I've already Alt F4'd. I die once, Alt F4. Game closed. I was like, oh, sorry guys, DC servers are trash. Like, I pull the plug. I can't do it. I like competitiveness, and I'm not going to say I don't try when I'm in there, but I'm not like nose to the monitor trying to like grind it out. I'm like trying to fuck around with guns and level up guns so I can get different camos. But I feel like I can't do that because you have to pick. You either go for like the content and like the stuff within the game, or you go for your KD and want it to look good.
Chris,
And
I
it's
have
like
a
a
question.
fine line.
I have a question. Have you ever tried to just get good?
I'm actually kind of good. I'm actually kind of good.
Fucking argument.
Look, you're never gonna get me to agree with other people's opinions on skill-based matchmaking. I play Counter-Strike every single day. I'll never change my opinion on it. Good.
It's really simple for me, and it's just like COD started there. COD could have easily developed as a AAA series that came in with a casual playlist, the same way that Warzone approaches it. 1.0 and below, you're gonna play with each other because you suck dick at the game. You don't understand how to shoot your gun straight. You don't understand what a tactical is, and you probably can't get a 3-kill streak. So you guys can all play each other, and that's fine, understandable. We'll let that happen. But 1.0 and above, we're all playing together. And you either get better or you drop back into the 1 point below and you figure your shit out.
Yeah.
Like, and then give me a ranked playlist. If I'm gonna,
that's literally the only. That's like the middle ground that I'll meet you at. If you want to separate it, casual and ranked, that's perfectly fine.
yeah,
But like
exactly.
skill-based matchmaking, I think deserves to be in video games.
No,
Like,
that's
that's just my opinion.
No, and you're right. And the problem is people forget from a business aspect. Like, right? Like if there's no skill-based matchmaking and you have, me, Lucci, like in the best 6-man I can assemble with 3.5 KDs, 4 KDs, probably if there's no skill-based matchmaking,
dumb.
We're gonna make kids fucking uninstall the game. Yeah. Like they're gonna be done. We're gonna 250 hard point every single time, regardless if we know where the next roto is, because we're just gonna shit kick them.
So that's like, this is like, I played a decent amount of Quake and Diabolical recently that had just released. And that's a game where it's so highly dependent on your individual skill as a player, because it's so important into every single match that you play, that if there is no skill-based matchmaking, you get somebody like a Rafa or you get anybody from the Liquid team in your fucking just regular matches, those kids uninstall, they never play the game again.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it. I understand the necessity for skill-based matchmaking. I understand the necessity to aggregate and separate like the player bases from casual to more competitive. But that is where a ranked playlist would come into play. But if they don't have it, you can't default to like randomization. There has to be some form of structure there. So I would hope that they would put a ranked playlist in so people could actually sweat. And then for casual, like, say you wanted to just go fucking farm clips for an afternoon. You just go into casual play and you fucking drop 40 on somebody. Like shit like that. Or you want to have like a fucking sweat fest one night during the weekends and you get all the fucking boys together. You round everybody up. All right, let's fucking hold on. Let me put a little extra deodorant on tonight. Let's fucking get this shit. Like I think there can be two avenues, but when there isn't, skill-based matchmaking has to be the fallback. Otherwise, like the entire fucking like player pool, it's too muddled with the differing mechanical skill bases between like the top and the fucking bottom. Because the bottom could be 9-year-olds, and the top are your fucking pros. So
see, and I think that middle ground, it's not getting rid of skill-based matchmaking. I think it's fine-tuning it to the point where it makes things fair for both sides. I think instead of having like the 1.0 and under and then above, I think there should be different tiers mixed into that. So like 1.0 and below, 1 to 2.5, 2.5 to 4, like things like that. So it gives you something to work towards. And I wish that like the whole system of SBMM, it was more laid out. And I know from a business standpoint, it's not good for them to like disclose how much you have to do or what you have to get to the next level. But I would love to have something like a ranked playlist where it's like, okay, you are moving up in your skill base. Okay, like if you continue playing like this, you are going to get bumped up a level. And that's exactly where ranked comes in, right? It's the same exact thing.
That's literally what ranked is. Yeah,
exactly. It's the same exact thing. And I can't tell you anything funner than like Counter-Strike, for instance, or we'll talk Valorant, when a new season comes out and everyone's like reset and you get to build your way back up to Radiant or whatever it is. What's the highest one? Global Elite. You get to work your way up towards that, and like you rank.
Radiant to Valorant and G and Counter-Strike.
Yeah, but there's nothing better than that because like you have something to work towards. When you feel like there's nothing to work towards, I feel like that's when the game gets very tedious and monotonous. We're just like, okay, I'm just kind of running around circles for the same shit. And but yeah, I think every game should have a rank. And I'm a big Call of Duty guy. That's like really all I play nowadays. But there's definitely things that have to be done.
I'm gonna say something. I want to say something. I want to talk. So we could go around and around in circles about SBMM, and the argument is never going to end. For me, as probably somebody with the highest KD in this chat right now, let me just say.
You don't have to lie to anyone.
As somebody with like the only sub 1 KD in this chat right now, I will tell you that it makes games less fun if I can't choose between like a ranked and an unranked playlist. Like Destiny 2 did that. They switched away from your like sweaty and non-sweaty playlist, and now it's just like sweaty and even sweatier game modes. I liked having the option because if I wanted to just have, like if I wanted to complete a couple bounties or complete the the daily tasks or whatever to like level up and do my thing, great, I can fucking do that. But otherwise, like if I have to go in there and just like I don't want to have to lean forward every time I play a fucking video game. I want to be able to lean back and just relax and not worry about it. Also, one thing that I'm going to say now is that and I was just thinking about this earlier today, we are now in, what is this? Cold War's been out for, what, a week?
Yeah.
A week?
Correct.
Okay, so we are currently, I'm going to illustrate this. I might put this on a t-shirt. We are currently in this the Call of Duty cycle is self-fulfilling once again, where it's like 3 months before the new COD comes out, it's like, oh man, like the hype is kind of rising for the new COD. Like I can't wait for this. Looks great. We're starting to see like the multiplayer reveals. We're starting to see like the zombies reveals or whatever it is. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what it is. Then there's like a couple weeks later, it's like, like I don't know, like maybe this isn't going to live up to it. Like, Modern Warfare has been really great lately or whatever the current COD is. I don't think I'm going to be able to peel myself away from this. And then it's like 2 weeks before the new COD comes out. Oh, I really need something new. Cold War is going to be the breath of fresh air that I need. This is going to be the best COD ever. I already can tell. Look at the campaign. Look at zombies. All this stuff is coming out. The leaks are coming out. The excitement is at an all-time high. Launch day, the servers fucking crash. Everybody's like, this is fucking trash. Fuck you, Activision. You can never get it together year over year. But then a day later, everybody's loving it. Everybody's having a great time. And then a week afterwards, it's the worst Call of Duty ever. The campaign sucks. It's too short. The fucking multiplayer is broken. The servers are inconsistent. Zombies is the only good thing about it. The campaign is short in every Call of Duty game. The campaign is short in every Call of Duty game. It's never more than 5 hours.
I fully agree with everything you just said. The campaign is short. Multiplayer servers suck.
Yeah. This is every year. This is every year. Go back to every. There is. I will give a free T-shirt to anybody who goes back and clips the post Call of Duty episode, the like 1 week post Call of Duty episode for the last 4 years that we've done. I guarantee it's the same conversation. Free T-shirt, even if it's not. This is exactly what happens, and it's like a week afterwards. It's like, this sucks. Everything sucks. Like this is not the same. This isn't what I wanted. It's not. Insert previous game here, and like all the flaws come out. But then in like 3 or 4 months, it's gonna come back. It's gonna arc back around to that hype again. It's gonna be like by February or March, everybody's gonna get their catharsis this Christmas when they get all the little kids get their PS5s and their Xbox Series X's, and you can juice up your KD. People go, I'm having a fucking great time with this game. Come February, March, we're gonna be arcing back around, and then summertime after E3, after all the other shows, and then we get Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War 2, Street Fighter, the movie, the video game adaptation. Then we're going to be coming back around, and people are going to start hating on it all over again and saying that they need something new. So this is the vicious cycle. This is like a borderline fucking abusive cycle that Call of Duty fans put on themselves, and every year I just put the chair into lean back mode, and I'm just like, oh, they're doing it again. Yes, it's normally Chris. Like, Chris is the one that is the biggest tell. It's like, this is going to be the greatest Call of Duty of all time. I don't know, guys. I'm just saying. I think this is going to be the best Call of Duty ever. I know I say it every year. But I'm really hyped up for it. And then it's like, oh, shit. You know, they're putting another twist. I don't know. I am happy to hear from you, Bob, that the campaign was good. I really want...
Dude, I can give
I really want to play it.
I can give you my full rundown of every part of the game. No spoilers. Campaign is very good. It's enjoyable. The story is interesting, but you can see a lot of the things coming from like pretty early on. Multiplayer, it's fun, but it's also like the servers are fucking trash.
It's every
zombies.
Year. It's every year.
Yeah, I know that. Zombies is literally the only reason why I bought this game. I told you guys. I said it right when this game got fucking announced. I said the only fucking way I buy into another Call of Duty game, because I didn't pay for I didn't pay for Modern Warfare. I just played Warzone. But like the only way I'll physically hand money to Blizzard and Activision is if they make it so Zombies isn't a timed exclusive for PlayStation. They confirmed that. I pre-ordered it that day. That day, the day they confirmed. There's people that fucking battle royales that it really gets them fucking going, right? Call of Duty multiplayer. When that favorite gun gets a little buff. God, I feel good. You know what gets my fucking dick rock hard? Zombies. Real good fucking zombies. In Cold War. Cold War zombies. Fucking rock hard right now. Okay.
Right now.
Right now. Right this. I can't stand up to get another beer. Right now, dude.
Me, huh? Damn.
It's so fucking good. I'm so glad they finally brought it back. What was it? Fucking World War II? Whatever the fucking... What, Black Ops 4? Is that what you're saying?
Zombies. Abysmal, if that's what you're going to say, latest
It was
zombies.
fucking... No. Okay. No real Zombies player ever played the Black Ops 4.
Played it one day.
It's not worth it. Literally not worth it. I played it for a fucking week. I said, fuck, this is horrible. I still play Black Ops 3 to this fucking day for zombies. Okay? But dude,
bring back
this one,
bring them back.
Dude, Cold War, it's doing something that hasn't been done since Black Ops 3. And it's bringing it back. It's bringing people who are relatively new to the franchise just selling them on zombies because it's so fucking entertaining. I will say at launch, this is probably the most bare bones Call of Duty I've ever seen. It comes with a campaign that they try to push to be super replayable. It comes with multiplayer with like, what is it, 8 maps or 10 maps or whatever the fuck it is, and then 1 zombies map, when every other Treyarch game before this came with minimum 2. So I don't know. I can't be mad. Hold on. I can't be mad just because all post-launch content is supposed to be free and it's no timed release. So I can't be upset with it. But God, zombies is a fucking sell. I told you guys after I beat the campaign, I was like, I might have to be back for this. Like I might have to play Call of Duty again because this was so good.
Would you be mad if, and this is something I've been pushing for like since before this podcast was even a twinkle in our eye, would you be mad if they sold zombies and multiplayer as like, let's say $40 or $50 or $60 with the season pass, if they do that anymore, and then campaign separately for like $20?
I wouldn't be mad.
It'd be a terrible marketing play on their part.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, you just said it yourself. Like, you think the campaigns are like that? There's not as many people playing them. I've been saying it since the Jump Street. Like, why not just have them separate? Like, the file sizes are fucking ridiculously big anyway. Like, why wouldn't they just segment them?
I see what you're getting at, but you also have to understand the delusion of the common investor or just the common businessman, like just the common consumer. That's the better word. Is because they're going to see that it's 2 separate things, and immediately their mindset's going to go to, well, they're just trying to make more fucking money, huh?
Yeah,
or they just get too confused and they don't know what to pay.
Then they're going to buy the campaign, right? And if the campaign doesn't, in their mind, fit that $20 price tag, no matter what the experience was, it's dog shit.
I think we're getting close to it to that though, with them making Warzone like its own. I mean, granted, you're basically downloading the entire game regardless, but like now that they're segmenting like the shit that you can download, I feel like that is kind of close. I mean, I get having it all in one package. Obviously, it's never going to not happen that way. But for a while, like, I have no interest in multiplayer, honestly. Like, zombies is cool and everything, but I kind of just want to play the campaign. And usually I just wait for somebody I know to finish it. And I'm like, can I borrow that for real quick for like 6 hours? And then I'll give it back to you. But
I don't know, like what Sam was saying too, from like an investor kind of looking into the whole thing, it's not a good business decision, and this is why I think that might be with certain games, right? So we'll say Black Ops Cold War, because obviously that's what we're talking about right now. I think if you offer campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and coming soon Warzone, in a consumer's eyes, you're like, oh my god, I'm getting all that stuff. I'm happy to buy that. I just got 4 different things I can play. But when you're splitting it up, I can't tell you how many people, including myself, if it wasn't for the campaign being put in the same dish as multiplayer, Warzone, zombies, I wouldn't touch it. Like, if it didn't come with the game, I would never play it. And same thing with Modern Warfare. Like, when that came out, I didn't plan on playing it, and I played the campaign, and it was fucking great. But like, I feel like that's kind of where they think more into things too, because if you play through a campaign once and you really like it, you're gonna want to play the next one just because you had a good experience there. Same as going to a restaurant. You have a good experience, you'll probably go back. So I think
except nobody has a good experience with Call of Duty every year, and they go back anyway every single fucking year.
Okay, I really want to interject in that. I was listening to that bullshit, and I was like, okay, listen, I get it. That cycle has been true for years. It has.
For most, there are some like World War II in like Infinite Warfare.
Fuck World War II.
See, right? There's exceptions.
Some people die by that game, and I'm just saying. But like to that point of just this continuous cycle of Call of Duty, I think the marketing approach for Call of Duty is a complete abomination. Like, even what they tried to do this year with like bringing in Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx played that fucking alpha, and then the next day he's on stream with Warzone. I'm literally watching it in the morning. He's like, I'm sitting there eating, and he's like, everyone's like, chat, Nick, we got Cold War this year, bro. Aren't you jacked? You got to play it early. I was watching yesterday, and he's like, bro, fuck that game. He's like, are you kidding me? He's like, he's got 60,000 people there at 10 in the morning, and he could tell them to jump off a bridge, and they would. And they would, like, he's like saying, nah, fuck, dude, did you see that? And we all played the alpha build.
Yeah.
Like, that's the game that you're trying to market to people. Like, I get it. You're trying to build up hype. But I guarantee you, if you took a deep dive into the analytics, they could release a trailer a fucking week before the game, tell them that multiplayer's coming out, zombies coming out, and you want to know what's going to happen? Oh, wow. Call of Duty, fucking, it's not gonna matter.
Hold that card a little bit closer to the.
They don't have to. Yeah, they don't have to fucking market the game at all. It's gonna sell itself regardless. This is the same paradox with fucking Madden and all that shit. Call of Duty is a sports game at this point. It's the same exact shit, and it's gonna have the. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I actually do like the fact. I really like the fact that the post-launch content is free. I think that's great. Granted, I mean, Activision, you know, I don't give a fuck about their business decisions or whatever. They have infinity money anyway. I do not care if they take a loss on Call of Duty or anything like that. Obviously, I very much care for the developers who, you know, are making their living off of this. But for, like, the corporate execs at Activision not hitting a target, please give me a fucking break. But, like, I mean, Bob, weren't you just saying the other day that, like, this is the first time that COD wasn't the best-selling title in the U.S., or something like that, opening week?
In the UK.
Oh, in the UK.
So Call of Duty Cold War was not the #1 selling game in its launch week for the first time in over a decade, because Assassin's Creed Valhalla took its place in the UK. Which, by the way, speaking of regurgitating a franchise, imagine that's the one that fucking topples Call of Duty.
Well, yeah, I mean, but granted, Assassin's Creed has evolved a lot in the last couple of years, though. Assassin's Creed has evolved a ton, dude. That's like,
hold on. Okay, do you know what asexual reproduction does to a species? Do you know what it does?
I get what you're gonna get at here, but like that's almost what makes Assassin's Creed fucking great. Like, I played all the way back to, like, I don't even know the titles of the damn games.
Yeah.
They're all kind of the same. But I played Black Flag. I go back to, like, Assassin's Creed 2. Odyssey, people were like, fuck Odyssey. It's more just like kind of like that free-to-play, like, general roaming experience that they do better than, I would argue, almost everyone else that tries to do it.
Yeah.
And
just about.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely
they're able to regurgitate. And, like, people are like, well, fucking Skyrim. How many Skyrims are there? Okay, dickhead. Like, that's my point. Like,
well, there's
Assassin's
one
Creed
Skyrim, yeah. It's like, and that's the thing is like Assassin's Creed, the last 3 of them, even you could even say the last 2, Valhalla and Odyssey, have done more like for innovation for that franchise than COD has in the last 5 years. In the last 2, Assassin's Creed has done that. I mean they've changed the formula up. They've made a pretty stale open world experience feel completely lived in, and like I don't think I've talked to a single person who's spent significant time with Odyssey that didn't like it. I think anybody that I have talked to that has spent more than 5 hours with the game or something like that has been like, this game is unbelievable and I'm just absolutely hooked nonstop. And I'm hearing the same about Valhalla right now. But
I never understood Odyssey slander.
yeah, I mean,
because I can't play those gigantic open world games, and the fact that they do it on a serialized annual release every single year, like your Maddens, like all of your EA Sports games, and like Call of Duty. How much more can you innovate every single year? You just put in a new location in a new time zone, and it's the same fucking thing. It's a giant fucking open world. You go explore, you do all this shit. You do fucking 300 extra side quests for literally no fucking reason.
But if the story's good and like I mean, granted, I think you're selling it a little short, being like they just put it in a new area. Like these are fully fucking realized. They completely recreate ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, like, you know, wherever Assassin's Creed Valhalla takes place. These are really gorgeous landscapes. They aren't just like slapping a dull, you know, green texture on the ground and being like, look, you're in Iceland, you know?
Go play God of War. Go play God of War. You want to be a fucking Viking, a badass Viking? Go play God of War.
What the fuck? What do you want from Assassin's Creed? You just want to just be an assassin every year? You want to go fucking back to England every year?
Oh, it's called Assassin's Creed. Yeah, you should be an assassin.
What do you want to do? So we're bitching about the same thing in Call of Duty every fucking year. They come out and they regurgitate the same fucking thing. So what? If Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed 6, then we're going to be assassinating King Henry VIII? Like, just give me a
You probably have already done that. There's no way that we haven't already done that. Yeah, that's
but
the thing is.
Yeah, but you're going to do it one more time, but in a different fucking computer dimension.
But that's the thing is, like, you can be that, like, in Assassin's Creed, like the Ezio trilogy, which I thought was great. I played all of those and I thought they were excellent. The story was amazing. You know, those games had a great overarching story, but they largely had a lot of the same mechanics. You know, it was, you could sprint through something, climb up something, jump off something, assassinate something, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Holy shit, that sounds like Assassin's Creed.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I'm going to put that on a shirt too.
I got something to say. So this is just a question for the table too, and this might sound absolutely brain dead coming out of my mouth right now, but it makes total sense up here right now. Why doesn't anyone complain when you play the same game and you pay for DLC to play the same game and just do some things differently? Why is it a big deal when it's pretty much that in a different game if you enjoy that game? So with that being said, like if you really enjoy, we'll say Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? I know, but like, why is it so much of a bigger deal when it comes to games?
But they hold on. They do, Chris. They do that. Like, look at Far Cry New Dawn. That's exactly what it was. It was touted as a brand new title in the Far Cry franchise. In reality, it was just an expansion on the previous Far Cry 5 world. That's all it was.
Okay,
and people bitched about it.
Okay, I guess I'm talking more like for myself. Like if I really enjoyed a game, let's say Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I like the place, I like the free roam, I like the mechanics, it's really fun to me, and they just added more content on it continuously, I would keep playing the game. So in my mind, that's the same thing for other games where if something comes out that's very similar to it, same mechanics in a different landscape, it's just like getting a paid DLC in my eyes. And like, granted, it's marketed a little bit more than that and all that stuff. I can see what people would bitch, but I personally won't care. Like, I like Assassin's Creed. I haven't played Valhalla yet, but I'm a fan of the franchise. Does it get a little like tedious? Yes, but I like how it feels. I like how it plays. So I would never be the person to like complain that a game is like very similar to the last one.
Right.
When it comes to a game like that, like if it's an FPS or something like that, like I guess everything comes back to Call of Duty right here. It's the same reason why I'm going to buy everyone, because I like first-person shooters and I have kind of history on ones that I like and do not like. So I gravitate more towards the Call of Duties that I played in the past that I really like. So I can say I dislike the game, but the long and short of it is I'm still going to buy it because I like that franchise.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like the Assassin's Creed franchise, I think for a lot of people, was straight up dead before Assassin's Creed Origins came out, and that's when they really started to change the formula up. Get a lot more fast-paced action, and it was a little bit more like hack and slashy than the other games were. And then you have Odyssey, which has basically 2 stories in one, and a ton of ground to cover, like huge like mystical themes. And then Valhalla, which is kind of doing the same exact thing, where they're touching a lot more on like the mythological aspects, and not just like this overarching weird fucking futuristic story that they were pushing for the first like 8 games. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, for what you were saying, Chris, is like, by all means, let people enjoy things. I am very much, hey, if you want to play every if you want to play every Call of Duty, if you want to play every Call of Duty, awesome. If you want to play every Assassin's Creed, that's great. But the thing is, and like every 2K, every Madden, whatever. But the thing is like, for me, I have never noticed that much of like a vicious cycle than with Call of Duty, where I don't know Assassin's Creed fans that buy the game every year and go, this is the worst, I can't wait for the next one. But this is...
Oh, I know one. I have a good example, actually.
But like, Call of Duty is like the only franchise I know where it's not the people on the outside. Me and everybody else on the outside is going like, oh my God, these people are nuts for buying this game again. But Call of Duty is, I hate this game. This game is the worst. I absolutely cannot wait to buy it again next year.
Yes.
No. WWE. That.
I mean,
who the fuck is buying WWE, dude?
You don't know anybody that buys those games. Nobody does.
You don't understand.
Bob is pulling shit out of his ass to try to be right.
Little dingleberry hanging off the
DLC pack adds like the John Deere fucking tractor, and everyone's gonna buy it. Like, okay, no shit. The people that play WWE are gonna buy the next WWE. Like,
people buy. You don't understand the fucking wrestling community.
I don't even want to get WWE.
Dude, it's fucking, you
That's
live,
weird.
you breathe wrestling. And whenever a WWE game comes out, because there's only one that ever fucking comes out, for the past 5 years, it has been, like I said, asexual reproduction, just same genetics every single year. You know what happens once you get a little too far down that genetic pipeline? A virus gets introduced. Your immune system hasn't been built up because the genetics is all the same. Virus destroys you. You're fucked. You're dead. That's what happens.
There's one wrestling game. There's no other avenues you can go in. If you want to play a wrestling game, you have to buy those. There's options.
Get off this damn game topic, bro. At the end of the day, you know what they are? They're businesses. And you know what they want? A new fucking boat. And you know what they're going to do to get that new boat?
Selling shit.
They're going to reproduce exactly what works. Why do you think we have remastered Call of Duties? So they don't fuck up and drop something that's garbage, and then people don't buy, less people buy the next year.
Yep.
It's exactly like what they're doing.
So what's your number? Give me your top 3 CODs of all time.
Top 3? Oh, dude, this is where people are. Oh, bro, it gets bad.
Look, I'm a COD player who doesn't enjoy Call of Duty outside of zombies, so it doesn't really matter. All right, he's coming back to it.
No, we're good.
Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1. That's it. Original Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Everything else Modern Warfare 2 actually, but still.
Number one, Black Ops 3. No question.
Okay, good, easy.
And we can say MW2. I have more time playing MW2. I love MW2. If I'm gonna give a public speech to probably 5,000 Call of Duty players, I might say MW2. I love Black Ops 3. The thing that will always separate Black Ops 3 from me is I can outmaneuver people. Same thing in Warzone. Love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I think, without saying, MW2. And then number 3, I'm going Black Ops 2.
You know what doesn't get...
Those are all easy, though. Like I fully agree with all of those, too.
I would put... I almost, people hate me for it. I almost would put... If AW didn't have a supply drop system and, the gun, you just got, the better guns by just leveling up the guns, those legendary variants you got by having a level 50 gun, just leveling it up, I would put AW 3.
Dude, I like the AW goes under the radar in my eyes. The movement was totally different. Like you're saying, you like being able to outmaneuver people and shit. So with the exosuits and all that good stuff, where you're able to just kind of bang around, that was sick. That's a one, right? Advanced Warfare with the exosuits. Am I talking out of my ass?
Right.
One Call of Duty that doesn't get. One of the cards that doesn't get enough recognition is World at War. That's in my top 3.
Let's go.
No, that's fair.
Let's talk facts.
We'll change the game.
Let's talk facts.
We don't have to talk about all the fucking game franchises we hate and love to hate and love, but still fucking hate. The TGA nominations just got dropped. Might as well discuss them, right?
I love that we're starting this topic an hour into the show.
Bro, this is what happens.
I told you I talk. Like,
this is what happens. We get good guests on that like to fucking chat. We fucking chat.
That's true. That is true. Do we want to run through them?
Yeah, let's fucking run through them.
Hey, well, you know what? It's really easy to run through these because your boy had my hands were falling off at the wrist, fucking live blogging all of the nominees on wickedgoodgaming.com. So if you want to follow along with us, I just put the link in the chat. If you want to follow along with us with these nominees here, there's a lot of categories. And I feel like they actually kind of maybe took a couple away from last year because I feel like there was a ton of really granular categories from last year that when we did this last year we kind of skipped over. So I guess what I'll do is I'll read off the category and the nominees, and then we'll just go around and I guess decide who is going to win what.
Just rapid fire them. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a ton. All right. So the TGA Awards, starting at the top, this is in the order that they were announced. Best Performance, which is for voice acting. Ashley Johnson for The Last of Us 2. Laura Bailey for The Last of Us 2. Daisuke Tsuji for Ghost of Tsushima. Logan Cunningham for Hades. And Naji Jeter for Spider-Man Miles Morales. And I feel like this is going to end up going to either Laura Bailey or Ashley Johnson because I just don't see this going to anybody else.
Yeah, I haven't played them, so I can't really chime in much on any of those.
Well, don't worry because they're nominated in almost The Last of Us 2 is almost nominated for every single award. So,
that's good. I spent my whole life playing Warzone right now, so
true.
That's good.
I mean, Laura Bailey for me, but
Laura Bailey
sounds
like a good one.
Laura Bailey for everything for me. By the way,
I do want to play Spider-Man Miles Morales though because I hear it's fucking incredible. But Laura Bailey because I haven't played.
Face Bank Statement. That's a good one. I'm just reading chat right now. That's a good one.
Tom's finally on board with that one too.
What was the? Oh yeah, you big PC guy, you know.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a wrench in things right now. Do you guys want to pivot? Because obviously this is gonna be a longer one, and there's like a couple shorter ones that we can obviously bang out quicker.
Yeah, we can literally go through like the most. Let's go through the big ones.
Yeah, do the big ones, and then we can talk about the phase bank thing. I'm cool with that.
All right. Best multiplayer is nominees Animal Crossing New Horizons, Among Us, Warzone, Fall Guys, and Valorant. Animal Crossing.
I think Among Us is going to take that one.
And Among Us came out in 2018. It should not be in this category.
I agree, but just the splash it made this year, I feel like a lot of people are going to vote for that.
Basic statistics says Call of Duty wins 100 million active players. I mean, in a Call of Duty game, bro, to have 100 million fucking active players.
That's not how you win Record of the Year or like Best Picture, though.
I agree with you. People don't like stats. It's not a good thing. People say fuck facts. We don't care what you think. I really think if you think where Warzone started in March, even where it's playing now, I am genuinely excited to get on and play Warzone every single day, regardless of what the fuck they do. There was a quick 3-week span during the Bruin meta. I said fuck off because it was brainless and I kept dying from every angle. But right now, I mean, that game can continue to evolve and be pretty basic.
Yeah.
I definitely do agree with Warzone though, for real, because I mean, it is a new game mode, you know, and it is one of those things that kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, they had Blackout before, but Warzone has kind of become its own monster, and I think just the way that it's taken over certain things, and like with, you know, the tournaments and kill races that have been going on, and like the amount of innovation that has brought to the series, like I think that that's actually, and as somebody who is very much not a Call of Duty guy, I would say that I'd be pushing for it. I don't want to see Fortnite win. I'm sorry, not Fortnite. I don't want to see Among Us win just because. I mean, I get that it
came out in 2018.
Yeah, it came out in 2018. I think it would be cool. It'd be like a cool success story for that indie studio. Fall Guys, I think like was kind of more of a flash in a pan. You know, Valorant. I don't know. And Animal Crossing's multiplayer is not the best thing about it. So I think it's cool that it's on there, but I think the best multiplayer features of Animal Crossing is when you're actually just talking about the game and not actually playing together, if that makes any sense. But I can elaborate on it.
They honestly might win.
So let me see here. If we're skipping over to the big ones.
Content creator of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to skip that far down, but content creator of the year, Alana Pierce, J.N. Lopez, Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman, and Valkyrae. I love Tim the Tatman, so I want to say Tim the Tatman. He's a family man. You know what I mean? I think he is. He generally strikes me as a good guy, and I think that he's just one of those guys that is just himself, and he doesn't have to be like, "Fuck you, I am who I am, deal with it," because he just is the person that he is, and like his whole personality isn't, "I'm gonna say whatever I want, you're gonna deal with it." Like, he just is his own dude, and I think he's really fucking real for that. So I have a lot of respect for him, and I hope he wins.
Stan?
People aren't gonna. My chat's gonna tell me I'm bullshitting here, and they're gonna tell me to fuck off because they're fully expecting a Nick Merckx answer here. And honestly, what he's doing, he might honestly be deservingly so. But I think, like we said, these awards, there's a bigger picture here, and I think Valk wins this.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
She made the move to YouTube, and if you look at her analytics on YouTube,
It's insane.
she's right now, she's bigger than Tim, and she's bigger than Nick. Arguably, and not maybe in terms of community support, maybe not in terms of, views on YouTube, maybe not just like your overall brand isn't that big, but what she does on stream to pull, 60, 70. I mean, she had like over 100,000 viewers just playing like Among Us.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. She wasn't in a tournament finals. She wasn't doing anything crazy. She's not, excuse my French again, a titty streamer. It's not like she's knocking people out of the park here. Like,
I think she's very good looking.
she's good looking, but like it's not like she's abusing,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like just for views or something. She's killing the YouTube game, and by a lot. And I don't think it's something to be said. Like, I could talk about Warzone YouTube. That's a huge thing too that a lot of us are starting to talk about. But I think Valk's kind of got this in the bag.
Yep, I agree with Stan, 100% Val. I think she does. Just like you said, she made the move and made the best out of it. It was like when she was on her rise. Granted, she was doing very well over on Twitch, but deciding to make that jump, and in the meantime, just kind of building her page to where it is. She had that like combined Among Us stream. I think she played with like PewDiePie, Co-ops, Mr. Beast, like a bunch of people. And she's just knocking out of the park. And I always see Fwiz tweeting about like all her personal accolades on like numbers that she's hitting and stuff. So I think she does take it. She's crushing it right now. Valkyrae.
Best action adventure game. I'm not skipping over a ton of these because I do want to talk about this one particularly. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and The Last of Us 2.
Stop it there. It's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
It's Jedi Fallen Order.
It got snubbed this year. Absolutely fucking snubbed.
For 2 fucking years in a row, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order has gotten the shaft from the Game Awards nominator commission, whatever the fuck it is, the Academy, right? So Miles Morales came out on the 12th. It came out a week ago today. Miles Morales came out on the 12th. And it is nominated for not 1, not 2, but I think 3 TGAs. Last year, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, holy fuck, thank you for the gifted subs, Steez is live. Thank you. Last year, Jedi Fallen Order came out like a day or 2 prior and missed the cut. And I think could have been I think it was Game of the Year last year for me, and I think should have been.
There was no competition last year.
It
completely
was
100% Game of the Year.
I completely agree. I think Jedi Fallen Order should have been Game of the Year last year. At the very least, should have been nominated. And the fact that now Miles Morales is nominated for multiple when they've had just as little time to review the game. It's not like anybody got the console is out. It just came out concurrently with the game. It's not like we've had that much more time to spend with the game that all of a sudden this is in the running for multiple Game of the Year multiple TGA awards. I just feel like they did it so dirty, and I don't know why. And also for Jedi Fallen Order to get like a pity nomination in a no-win category, it's not going to win this category. The Last of Us 2 is probably going to win it, or Ghost of Tsushima is going to win it. I'm sorry. Ghost of Tsushima is going to win this. It's going to get fucking just swept under the rug. And now Vince Zampella has been shafted on multiple TGAs because he didn't get nominated for shit for Titanfall 2 either, which was arguably one of the best games of its year that came out. I mean, granted, loaded year. I think it was 2011, loaded fucking year. But it drives me up a wall that Jedi Fallen Order was snubbed like this. And I wish that Jeff Keighley would have answered my fucking DM to come on the show, because I wanted to talk to him about this and be like, what happened with Jedi Fallen Order? What happened? I just want to know. Did Vince Zampella spill a drink on somebody that works at the TGAs? I need justice for JFO. Make it trend. I'm putting on a t-shirt. This is the 4th t-shirt that's coming out of this episode. I swear to fucking God. Justice for Jedi Fallen Order. Okay. Best esports game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, CSGO, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Valorant. It's Modern Warfare, right?
No, I gotta go with CSGO, to be honest with you.
Fuck, Modern Warfare doesn't win that.
Me too. Yeah, this year's CDL was a dumpster fire.
It was a dumpster. Dude, it was a joke.
Yeah.
It's a laugh. I mean, I want CSGO to win, but it's like...
Yeah, like I watch all of the CDL. I like covered it and kind of I watched every week of it. Granted, there wasn't like bye weeks and whatever skip weeks, but it just wasn't. They're still trying to get their footing on the whole franchising aspect of things. One game that just does not miss when it comes to esports is Counter-Strike, and I can't see it losing. The only other game I would really throw in the mix right now is League of Legends.
Bro, today was arguably one of the greatest days of professional Counter-Strike I've ever watched.
Really?
It was fucking incredible. We had G2 versus FaZe. Nico leaves FaZe clan, goes to G2, comes out on G2 on fucking Dust 2, starts smacking around his old teammates. Bang.
The storylines, though, and the storylines in Counter-Strike is great. Call of Duty has great storylines too, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Counter-Strike just does not miss. It's been the same game for so long. It does not change. Everyone knows the spray patterns, and they know the meta, and they know positioning. They don't drop updates the day before like they did in the Call of Duty League. Like, that's why I throw League into it too.
It's a joke. And I think
Valorant, yeah, but Valorant did the same thing. Valorant did the same
thing. Valorant's a complicated CSGO that is... I love watching CSGO, and I watch Valorant, and I feel like I'm trying to do Kelk 2 blind. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Everyone's got like 8 abilities, fucking pigeons flying around corners, fucking shit shooting through walls. There's these random robots running through windows. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah. I'm like, maybe it can become a League of Legends type game where there's just so much shit going on that you just begin to appreciate the complexity and just like how much fun it is to watch. Mm-hmm. But since CSGO is what built like that basic like search and destroy, and which they almost copied, just made it more advanced, basically. Like, I think it's going to be hard to transfer that viewership without people like playing it.
I agree.
So, like looking at the games in this category, CDL was a shit show.
Yep.
Competitive Fortnite doesn't exist. That's a complete shit show. Been a shit show since launch. League of Legends is a legitimate esports juggernaut. So that could always win. It could win any single year when it comes to best esports game. And Counter-Strike is eternal. It has I will die on this fucking hill. Counter-Strike has the greatest professional system ever created for a video game. And it's super convoluted where like there's 22 different fucking tournaments I could go on, and some of them overlap, so teams get fucked sometimes. But the way that they nailed it, especially when everything got forced to be in an online scenario and ecosystem, they implemented everything very fucking well. Mm-hmm. Valorant is so new to the esports game. They just started their what is it? Their First Strike? Is that what it was called? The First Strike franchise? It's too new. It's too new. I don't think you can give it to something like that because you can't understand the longevity of like it could die out in 2 fucking weeks, you know?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, my big thing when it comes to esports and like the growth of them, and I guess it's kind of ass backwards if we're going to talk about League of Legends, but let me just back into that. It's all about a game being viewer friendly. So Call of Duty is very viewer friendly. You know what's going on. Different game modes. It's pretty straightforward, right? Hard point, you have to get in the spot and hold it for X amount of time. Search and destroy, you have to kill people before they plant the bomb. If they plant the bomb, you have to defuse it. Domination, you have to collect these 3 points. When it comes to Counter-Strike, it's the same thing. Kill people, plant the bomb, and let it blow up or defuse it. And then when it comes to Valorant, it's still so new where the people that are watching it that don't know the game don't know what's going on, so they're gonna click off. Like they can try to learn it and stuff, but it might not be worth their time. Like if it's a game they really want to get into, maybe they'll put the time and watch it. But if you play it, you know what's going on. You know about all like the abilities and stuff like that. And then this is where I'm gonna get at, which kind of throws a wrench into my whole thing. League of Legends. It's a bulletproof esport, biggest esport in the world. But if you don't know League of Legends, you have no idea what is going on. Literally zero idea. But the people that know it love it, and the fan base is rabid. Dominic?
I would like to disagree with that because I found out what League of Legends was like a day before I watched Worlds, and I had a fucking amazing time watching it.
No, I had a good time watching it too, but I didn't know what was going on. I know when people die and stuff.
I'm the same way. I love watching League. Couldn't tell you one fucking thing about the game. Like, and I think the big thing is like the big thing that we don't talk enough about in esports. You have to be able to transcend the US. You have to. You have to be able to transcend the US scene, and that's like the biggest thing for League. Like League in the US is still a fucking joke. Like people, if you look at like Nate Shot's chat on like a fucking anytime there's like League of Legends shit going on, bro, he's getting grilled. Like he's like 100 Thieves League is fucking dog, bro. You can pay anyone you want, you're still gonna suck ass. Fucking EU Keck W. Like in the like
that's because EU is fucking dominant in Valorant and Counter-Strike.
100%. But it's still like that's like the big thing with like the CDL too. Like the CDL has to slowly start incorporating like in the London teams are crazy. Like, you know, you see the stuff from the London events. They do great stuff over there. But
I think we're gonna have a huge bump in viewership this year for the Call of Duty League.
Yeah.
Dude, Los Locos Taco coming in hot with make Quake great again.
Wow.
Ooh.
Good old Quake.
All right,
Yeah,
so real quick, because we have like 4 or 5 more of these that I want to talk about. I just want to make sure we have time to get to them. Final thoughts on best esports game. Who is it? What is it?
Counter-Strike.
All right, I'll say CSGO then as well.
It's either Counter-Strike or League. There's no competition.
Yeah, I would say, I watched more League this year, so I guess I'll just say League, but Counter-Strike also is just eternal.
Oh, you missed it. G2 versus FaZe today.
I'll watch it next year.
Navi versus Astralis. 2-0s all around. Bang, bang. Coming at you left and right. You don't get it. You missed it.
I will. I'll watch it. I will watch it.
Next category, Dominic. Don't listen to that guy down there. Next category.
All right. Best esports athlete. Crimsix, Showmaker, Canyon, Shotzi, and Zywoo.
So that's actually tough. Shotzi had a phenomenal year.
I'm gonna say Canyon. Canyon, best jungler in the world. This big league guy right here, best jungler in the world, and he like single-handedly, like fucking dismantled Suning in the World's Finals. I specifically remember that. He was just ganking people left and right, and just had an unbelievable series. Showmaker was okay too, but
Dom coming through with this league verbiage. Ooh,
wow, those guys.
You see me?
I just think. Dude, I know a little bit about all these guys, but what Shots did, bro, and in the way that he did it, especially in COD, like we can talk all in Modern Warfare COD where it really didn't allow for superstars in 5v5, just the way the game played. For someone to go from fucking Halo to Modern Warfare with that time to kill in a competitive scene and still absolutely kick the shit out of pros. And even when it went down to the online finals, literally make an embarrassment of people with strategies he had with that fucking growl sitting in the back. I mean, I don't know, dude.
He changed the meta single-handedly a couple times.
That's a cool story. I didn't know that about him.
He literally goes from Halo to fucking CDL and then dominates the CDL. Like, and he literally carrying Crim and Clay. Like, I don't give a shit about Crim and Clay. But like,
I'm a big storyline guy, so like that type of stuff is what you have to tell me to get me going. Like with Canyon, for example, like LCK hadn't won the Worlds, like League Worlds in like 3 years or something like that, and they came in, I think, as the favored team to win over Suning, but they weren't. They were the away team. It was in Beijing. The home crowd didn't cheer for them at all. No fucking love whatsoever, and they just came through ice water 2-1. And that to me was like that's the type of shit that I love, like the storylines and shit. So, I mean, but it's cool to see. I didn't know that about Shotzi. I don't really know a whole lot about him or Zywoo or Crimsix. I just know Showmaker and Canyon really in this category, but it's cool to see somebody come from like an old school like Halo scene to start like fucking dominating in Call of Duty. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so with me, I feel like it's only I don't think Crim 6 is going to win this at all, but it just makes sense that they throw him in here. Obviously, like one of the best Call of Duty players to ever live. Shotzi, I think, does take this category, but it's so tough compared to Zywoo, who's an absolute beast. But like what Sam said, like the whole storyline behind Shotzi and the changes that he made and how dominant he was within the league, and a newcomer into the league, literally changing up the meta for the whole league, like at the drop of a hat, like when he would like change guns that no one was using. And I think one point he like threw like the mini Uzi in when no one was even thinking about it. And then like the Growl when everyone was using the M4. He just did a lot of good things for the league, and he's such a young talent who's going to have a hell of a future. And I think at one point people are going to look at Shotzi as one of the best Call of Duty players that we saw. So I'm Shotzi on that one.
When it comes to, because I don't know these other players, I just know Zywoo from Counter-Strike. He was he came in the late 2018 into 2019 as the rookie superstar to the French Counter-Strike scene that was heavily dominated by G2. Granted, G2 was on a decline at the time. Zywoo beat Simple for the #1 greatest Counter-Strike player of 2019. And I think Simple won it last year and I think it was because it was coming over from like the 2018-2019 season. Zywoo and now Nico are probably the only two people who can compete with Simple for the greatest Counter-Strike player in the league currently. Zywoo was the only person who went positive on Vitality for about an 8-month fucking time frame. So he was quite literally putting 4 other fucking players and his coach on his back in skull dragging them through fucking tournaments.
That's pretty wild.
Dude, I think he's like 19 and he's the #2 greatest player in the world right now.
He's that young?
Yeah, he's a fucking dude. He's a French fucking robot. Okay, that's what he is. A French robot. That's all he is. And he's super humble because all the fucking French players are they're all super sweet. And like after the shows, they're like, I buy you a baguette, I kiss you on cheek and shit like that. even though they just got fucking 16-0.
Fuck.
But dude, Zywoo is
that's pretty wild.
He's an absolute fucking phenom. He brought them up to, I think they were rank 1 at one point, and then I think it only lasted for a couple of weeks, and then it went into the online meta. And then I believe Big took that over, and then everything got re-fucking set recently. But Zywoo is an absolute he's an elite performer when it comes to Counter-Strike.
All right,
and he's fucking young, dude. He's got his whole fucking career ahead of him.
You said he's hung?
Yeah, he's fucking hung.
How do you know that?
Like a baguette.
Nice print, nice baguette in the gray sweats.
All right, best esports team: Damwon, Dallas Empire, San Francisco Shock, G2 Esports, and Team Secret. I know that like probably Overwatch is probably the least popular esport on this podcast right now, but SF Shock is going to win back to back. I mean, you can't hate on that. They're back to back. I know Sea Dog is going to be all about this. Me shouting out San Francisco Shock. He actually called it at like the beginning of the Overwatch League season. He was like, "SF Shock is going back to back. I'm going to call you guys back as soon as the season's over, and I'm going to confirm what I already predicted." And he did, and he called us back. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was off 3 bottles of champagne already. My god, unbelievable! It was great, but yeah, I think SF Shock's going to win.
I go Chalk on that too. Bob, Stan?
I'm taking Shock. Anyone that does that, it's like the same thing. Like if Dallas were to repeat this year, it's like you can't not vote Dallas next year. It's like the same shit. Like you talk about feats, that's the feat, the biggest feat they have.
I agree. Shut up. Went on Fallon twice after they won too. I mean,
I think
I'm Fallon.
I think I have to go with G2. I think they have arguably the most performing lineups in every single game that they have a professional team in. You know, like they always make it to the playoffs.
There's merit.
They always make it to the playoffs. In Counter-Strike, they always make it to the playoffs. in League of Legends, they always make it to the playoffs. It's like every team that they focus on professionally is a top caliber team. They haven't won anything crazy this year outside of a couple of CS events. Like they didn't win Worlds, but I don't know. I think G2 just they have their hands in every esport right now, and they're always a powerhouse in every esport they touch.
Yeah, I just think the timing of Shock, it only makes sense. It's like in sports, right? When something happens and that team ends up winning the World Series, it's just like it's just meant to be. I feel like them going back to back, and obviously the Game Awards being now, I think you have to give it to them there.
Love that. Love that. All right, skipping down a little bit. Best esports event: Blast Premier Spring Final, COD League Championships, IEM Katowice. League Worlds and Overwatch League Grand Finals. What do you guys think?
League Worlds, kind of electric.
I thought Worlds was unbelievable, especially given this time of year, this state that the world's in right now. For them to be able to pull off a spectacle like that, I thought was fucking amazing.
I watched both. I watched Worlds and I watched IEM Cat. I'll probably go Worlds, but I really did love IEM a lot. Like I really did. But I'll go Worlds.
Dom, I have a question. What Counter-Strike event do you think the Jason Lake complexity storyline came from?
It was Blast Premier Spring Final.
Blast Premier Spring Final.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's right. That's true.
I'm going with. So this was right before the fucking pandemic started and everybody had to go home. And everything was transferred to online play. Blast Premier Spring Final was probably the most well put together professional Counter-Strike event, newly professional Counter-Strike event that came forward. And it was incredibly entertaining. And you got some of the craziest fucking storylines from it, like Complexity, the Juggernaut, coming forward and beating the #1 ranked team in the world for the past 2 years in Astralis. It was fucking insane. I gotta go. Blast Premier was probably the best put together Counter-Strike event I've seen, newly put together event I've seen in a long time.
Word. Okay. And then we'll just skip right down to the end here because we have like 15 voicemails. Game of the year: Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's a lock if you ask me. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us 2. Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah, against those games, Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Animal Crossing New Horizons. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. I don't know. The Last of Us 2 can get whatever other award they want. They can get any other award they want. Best action adventure game. They can get fucking, best narrative. They can get all that shit. Whatever they want. But let me tell you something, and I've said it on the podcast before, and I am not bullshitting you whatsoever. Animal Crossing New Horizons came out the fucking week after a global pandemic started and gave people something to do in their houses. People who didn't even play video games. Switches were fucking sold out for months. They were still hard to get like 2 months ago because of Animal Crossing. The game's impact is going to echo across console generations because it is quite literally the most impactful game that came out this year, and I am not even remotely joking in the least bit. I think it deserves Game of the Year, and I think it would be a huge upset if it got it. Not an upset, but I think it would be a huge surprise if it got it, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are honking for, The Last of Us 2, but there's plenty of other categories that The Last of Us 2 can be a no-brainer in, but I think the level of impact that ACNH had this year, it's a no-brainer for me. I'm going to be pulling for it hard.
I agree. Hey, listen, it's always fuck Tom Nook, but they did. He helped out this year. He brought the world together with one game in a very shitty time. So Animal Crossing New Horizons definitely gonna get it. Got to trade on the stock market. What was it called? I've already forgot.
The stock market.
Yeah, STALK though.
Yeah.
Right. Stock market. Got to trade in the stock market. Go fishing with the boys. It was a really good time. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Game of the Year. I'm gonna be pulling for it as well.
I genuinely think Hades wins. I think Super Giant, what they release every single year, they tend to win. They tend to frequently win Game of the Year categories. They win a lot of their indie categories previously, but from what I've heard, Hades is like one of the greatest games to ever be released in its category.
Didn't Hades come out like 2 years ago too?
No. No, Hades came out this year.
Stan,
But-
what do you think?
I didn't even fucking play Animal Crossing, bro. And that's all I saw on my damn timeline when I went on Twitter for my 1 hour a day, bro. I had e-girls that, you know, I had followed for like other related reasons. Posted
What reason?
Elaborate.
It's not fucking important. The fact was is they're posting their damn Animal Crossing thing, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here, dude? I'm like, oh, what is this Animal Crossing thing
This
going
isn't
on?
what I signed up for.
I'm like playing Warzone, dude. And
Bro,
I get on
dude.
Twitter, I'm like, oh wait, she posted. I'm like, what's up? Animal Crossing? What? And I'm like, I just don't see it losing. Once you start transcending the dude that sits in his mom's basement and plays video games, and you get to the other gender, like women, and they're posting about it on social media willy-nilly, I mean, chalk it, dude.
Dude.
Like,
And there's people that, like Dom said, never played video games that literally went out and bought a Switch just to play Animal Crossing because it's a mindless game. You can literally sit home, you don't have to think much into it, and you just run around.
Bro,
really?
It,
just dude, Stan just dropped their fucking OnlyFans. Tell us who it is.
yeah, only stands.
Dude,
Oh, only stands.
this kids could be a move, bro. Could be breaking the industry there. Low-key.
Honestly,
the
you might
internet.
be ahead of the curve. Yeah, you really might be. But have it be called Only Stands, and it's literally just pictures of you in different suits, just like
Really?
standing in front of the camera.
Dude, I'll take a picture of my suit fucking double cheeked up, bro. Like people like they don't even know. My personal life, bro, like, dude, my
You don't know.
ass cheeks have a lot of pictures, bro. Like
They
they just
out.
do.
They're out.
It's like a total habit to me to try to bomb pictures with my ass cheeks. So like people when I say, I'm like, dude, I will 100% have me double cheeked up around the world in my OnlyFans, and they're like, no, you will not. I'm like, fucking you. What, you gonna do? Shit my ass picture around the internet? That's just exposure,
Yeah, it's like
bro.
whatever, bro. There's definitely
Yeah,
a picture
whatever.
of like Rob's ass on Facebook somewhere. So,
Hey, bro, I do not care.
all right. Any other final thoughts on that? On
Nope.
any of that? All right. 'cause-
I genuinely think it's a toss up for any of those games. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you which game wins.
all right. You guys want to listen to some voicemails?
Let's fucking get to the voicemails.
Yeah, here we go, bro.
Oh, baby. So for those of you who don't know, 617-701-7678. That is 617-701-7678. The WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. We're here every week, live and direct. We're going to listen to your voicemails live on the show as long as they don't get us TOS'd. Stan, I am going to just give you a heads up that I was screening some of these while you guys were talking, and I had myself on mute. And there was like 3 or 4 mad weird ones of people just like moaning your name and shit, so I legit deleted them. I just can't. I just can't. So
I mean, you know.
they weren't who you would want to be moaning your name. So I'm just gonna save you the agony, and I deleted a handful of not a handful. I deleted like 2 of them, but there's a couple other ones, and the majority of them are for you specifically. So first caller, what do you got?
StanMan is short.
All right, thoughts?
I mean, poetic.
Wow.
Your
I
thoughts?
Mean, so much talent in that speech, honestly. A lot of balls for him to deliver that message here on the internet behind his keyboard and his small peen. But it's besides the point. I'm not like we're just gonna get it. I'm not fucking small. Like I'm not. Like I'm genuinely not. I'm average male. I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not small in the gym for a 5'9" male. And I'm not trying to be dick saying hold my balls, but like I know where I stand.
But hold them.
Can you stand up for the camera for the non-believers?
Stand man.
Focus on my face in the back. Like it's gonna be. I don't know my fucking like. It's not. It's you know. You're not gonna be able to see it. You're getting my ass in it. But that's TOS.
All right. I mean, the wagon shows up. The wagon
I believe
shows up.
you.
Nothing you can do about it.
I believe you.
Yeah.
All right, the next one will be better. Here we go. Next
Under
caller.
6 feet. Can't relate.
Ugh.
Max, make your fucking bed. That's it, bye.
All right, your thoughts?
This is a topic that actually needs to be discussed. What is people's fascination with making their fucking bed?
Thank you. Fucking thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you insecure? Like,
Yeah,
are you afraid? Or someone gonna come in? Who's coming? Even if your girlfriend's coming over to fucking impress, you're just gonna ruin the bed anyways, bro. People look at that bed right now. They're like, your bed's fucked up, homie. I hop in bed right now, butt ass naked. It'll take me 5 seconds to make my bed. It right on top of me, head on the pillow, in bed, asleep. You're gonna spend a full minute making it look nice.
I make mine from like the far shot chance that somehow I end up bumping into a beautiful young lady when I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I can't have her come back and see dishes in the sink, trash in the barrel, and not a made bed. I mean, I have to have one of the three going. So I make it in the morning, just like praying that somehow I bump into her and she comes over.
I honestly don't blame you. I'm running into the same issue now. Like, I just signed a lease on a college apartment, right? Me and my buddy live in 2-bedroom room. I'm like, I'm like, they're gonna walk. Like, if I take a chick home from a bar, she's gonna walk in. I got a ring light PC. I got 2 lights. I got a webcam, 3 monitors. I got fucking fans that light up. Some sideways looking thing.
You're gonna be like, Jesus Christ, this is Jason Bourne.
She's like, there's cables, wires running everywhere. She'd be like, the fuck's going on in here, dude? I'll be like, listen, it's not what it seems. Like, there's no way to put it.
I don't think the bed's gonna be the breaking point when they walk into our rooms and see a rave going on.
Exactly, bro. The bed's not gonna save me. I'm gonna have to be like, look, tomorrow I'll take you out to breakfast. Like, just fuck off. Like, it's not an issue.
I'll make it tomorrow.
Yeah, let's make it to tomorrow.
Hey, I am team. Don't make your fucking bed. So I'm there with you.
I make my bed every morning.
I would say I'm usually a pro make a bed guy because I feel like no matter how shitty the rest of the day goes or like whatever bullshit life brings you, I feel like that's a nice little sense of accomplishment in the morning. Like, you got one thing done, and it's like you go home to a nice made bed, you just slip right into it. You know what I mean? So that's the way I feel. That's the way I view it. You know what I mean?
Like, do you know who else used to make their bed every single morning? Ted Bundy. Okay.
Did he?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I don't know what to say to that, but I guess I'm kind of similar to Ted Bundy because I make my bed every morning.
You're a fucking serial killer.
All right, next caller.
StanMan is short. I mean tall.
All right. Maybe
I think we already grazed across along that topic. Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Here we go.
Tell Max he's the most handsome individual, and I love him. Bye.
Nice.
Here we go. We got a positive one. We got a compliment. We got a compliment.
Love that, bro.
We got a compliment. All right, next one.
Nice.
Maxwell Stanecki is my dad.
You have a son.
I mean, can't confirm or deny these statements nowadays.
All right.
He just,
All right.
No, you honestly don't.
All right. Next one.
Maxwell Stanecki, a.k.a. StanMan34. You are an absolute meathead, and you got to make that damn bed behind you.
All right. Okay, we're right back at it.
That was in the first half.
Yeah, we got into the first half. All right. Maybe this next one will be better. Let's see.
Hi, this is DemNoodle69, and I have a few questions. Chris P, how does it feel to be the least handsome one in the group? And StanMan, how does it feel to be 4 feet and 7 inches? Thank you.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, bro.
Chris, your thoughts? Your thoughts on that, Chris?
I'm on this, bro.
I mean, it doesn't feel good. I mean, it doesn't feel good. I don't know. I know I don't go to the gym or I don't take care of myself, but like, I'll bounce back. Maybe I'll get a haircut tomorrow. Is he still in here? Let me talk to this kid. What was his name?
I just want to have a couple words.
Noodles comes at you with the crude humor. You gotta be ready for it.
Oh, shit.
You gotta be ready for it.
No,
Captain Catfish. He is very gorgeous to me.
He's very gorgeous to me. No, it's all right. I'm on a panel with some very, very good-looking dudes right now, so I'm happy to be the least best-looking one, however you pronounce that, the worst-looking one, rather. So I guess your group of friends, they're only as good-looking as their ugliest friends. So I guess this whole group is very ugly.
I mean,
what a spins on that.
You like that?
The mental gymnastics.
You do have a point here.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
my brain just fucking went into a pretzel for a second. I couldn't even talk.
All right, we got like 4 more of these. Let's see. The rest of these are, I think, regulars, so they should be significantly more normal. All right, next one. Here we go. Oh.
What is up, WGG fam? What is up, Stan? What is up, Founding Fathers? It's your boy JB Genesis calling in for another weekly voicemail. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week as always. My question for you guys this week is, what was your first piece of memorabilia, whether it be sports related, music related, video game related? You know, if you got a t-shirt at a concert, or you got some special item out of a pre-order, whatever it may be, let me know, guys. For me, it was when I went to my first concert. I saw System of a Down at Shoreline. Gogol Bordello opened for them, and I got a really nice System of a Down t-shirt, and I've had that for I don't even know how many years. But yeah, first piece of memorabilia. Much love as always, guys. Peace.
First piece of memorabilia.
Not to be mistaken for paraphernalia.
Oh, fuck. I think mine must have been like a Backstreet Boys t-shirt when I went to, that was like the first concert I ever went to. I think I bought a Backstreet Boys t-shirt because it's always Backstreet Boys fucking sync. I was always like on that team. It was always like East Coast versus West Coast, Biggie, Tupac, but Backstreet Boys and sync. And I was ride or die Backstreet Boys. So shout out my boys.
Mine was definitely a Tigers game ball from a Tigers baseball game. My dad was in automotive sales, and he worked for a company when I was like really young, like probably like 7, 8. And we always got like, he had company seats like right behind the dugout, and I was like young and I looked like a child, right? So like, you know, the end of the inning, they all run back to the dugouts, and I sit there acting like a deprived child in my $300 seat, and then they toss you the ball. I probably had like 7, 8 game balls from like Tigers games, just running up there at the end of the game every time.
Yeah, that's lit.
For me, so I don't know if I told this story in the show before, but there was like a 3-year run where from like 4th to 6th grade where I swear to God, every year I won radio tickets to go see the Harlem Globetrotters. And I sat on the bench with the Harlem Globetrotters, and I had a basketball that was signed by every single one of them. And they were mad cool, and it was the coolest thing ever. And like, I was old enough to know, obviously, that like it was kind of staged and it was basically like professional wrestling. But being that up close and seeing a dude do like a triple backflip and dunk a basketball was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, that was me. I don't have that basketball anymore, but I carried that basketball everywhere with me for like a year.
It's still real to me, goddammit.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Exactly, bro.
I cannot. I'm sure I have like some sports memorabilia that I got when I was a kid. I cannot fucking remember it for the life of me. But otherwise, a lot of concert shit. Like every time I go to a concert, I buy something that's like limited press. Like all of my fucking walls are covered in limited release, like posters, like 1 out of 35 or some shit like that. So I'm like an avid collector of like general collectibles, and then also an avid collector of single print shit from concerts. I have a bunch of like hyper limited edition vinyls that I collect. So probably concert shit would be.
Is that what you do with your anime body pillows too? Are those limited?
No, I buy those in bulk.
Okay. Bob has a fucking tea party with anime body pillows.
Thank you for clearing that.
Nope, I buy those in bulk.
Another Miller Lite waifu?
Oh, Jesus. All right.
I'm just mad that if you fucking ordered an anime body pillow, it would run away.
No, that's not true. I like to think it would really like me.
It would fucking walk in there, look for something to eat, find old margarita mix, and take off.
Dude, your fucking body pillows probably smell like steak and cheese subs.
Damn right. That's why they like to stay.
All greased up.
Good God. Good God. All right, we're in the home stretch, boys. Here we go.
Yo, WGG, it's CDog209. What's going on? I have a quick question. Would you recommend somebody doing the month-to-month payment of $34.99 for the Xbox Series X and the Ultimate Game Pass for 24 months, 0 APR, no upfront cost, or just straight up buy the console for $499.99? What is your opinions? What's your thoughts, boys? Keep it up. Peace out.
Okay.
So back like about a month before launch, it came out that with these monthly payments, basically you actually end up spending like 30 or 40 less dollars, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I think it's a interesting way to build credit if you can, if it's something that you you'd rather make the monthly payments for. Personally, I would rather just pay for it outright and just get it over with. But like if you're gonna buy it on a credit card and pay it off in a couple installments anyway, why not? I mean, I think Game Pass Ultimate is the best deal in gaming. I don't think that's even up for debate right now. So I mean, I would say get that regardless. But I like that you have the option. This is a very pro options podcast. So I'd say just do whatever works for you. Whatever is not gonna.
Except for when it comes to Dark Souls games. No options there.
No options. I would say, do whatever makes sense for you. However, if there's even a remote doubt in your mind that you won't be able to make one of those payments, I would just pay it up front, because chances are, usually with those 0 APR things, if you miss one payment, your interest is going to go up to like 20%. So that's what happens with all the interest-free credit cards and shit like that. So I would just be careful of it. Otherwise, it's a great deal. That's what I do with my iPhone. So.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. So I think it ultimately depends on your position. It's something where if you can buy it outright, great, go for it. But those monthly installments, it's a huge option to have when buying a console. I mean, it's not cheap money by any means, but I'm also a firm believer in if something's on your credit card and you're paying it off over time, it was free. So if I swipe it on my credit card and I'm paying $20-something a month, $30-something a month, to me, that just, I didn't order food twice that week. So like, to me, I can justify it, and it was free at the time. So I'd rather, maybe that's why, like, it's probably a bad move, but I'd rather swipe the credit card and be like, oh,
it's
like the couch I have in my living room, I could have bought it, but they're like, oh, I'll give you a 0% APR credit card and you can pay it off over 10 years. I'm like, yeah, how much? $19 a month? Yeah. See you there. I'll just do that. But ultimately, I think it depends on your position. Stan?
I think it's more just like what you said. I think it's more, it really depends on your financial position in life, where you stand. The finance guy in me hates, accumulating those monthly payments, especially like large ones. Like the more you start getting into it, especially $35 a month, like as much as that does seem cheap for something, like you have like real life costs, and $35 a month for like an Xbox, like while it might seem nice at first, like you got to really be like rational. Like I even hate paying like Adobe Premiere, like $20 a month. Like I get pissed about it just considering like how much I use it. It's like stupid shit like that. And so me personally, I'm always an out of pocket guy. I literally have a credit card strictly just to build credit. And then if I'm making a purchase, like it's anything over like $100, I'm using like a debit card straight up. Like,
I try to do the same thing. But build your credit though. Build your credit while you're young. All right. Second to last voicemail. Here we go.
Hey, WGC team. I am just calling in to ask about Thanksgiving coming up. I was wondering what you think is the best Thanksgiving dish, and what you think is also the most overrated. So, hi from C2D2, and take care, guys. Bye.
Yo, baby.
Yes, we're back, baby. We're back. We're back.
I already know it, bro. I already know I'm gonna start ruffling some feathers with mine.
Let's hear it. You're in here, you fucking rat. I hope you're in here.
Let's go, baby. This wasn't gonna be a topic this week, but she brought it to the table. She brought it to the table
every year.
I know, it's the best topic we do every single year. And Stan, you are very lucky. You're very lucky to be a part of this. This is a very 4 years running. This might be a 3-hour podcast episode. Okay. Favorite Thanksgiving dish and most overrated Thanksgiving dish. Stan, you're the guest of honor. You go first.
Okay, dude. I'm going to put this really basic. I'm going to start out here with a little introduction. I'm a fucking meat guy. I love meat. Okay. I will eat any type of meat.
Clip that.
Let's get it straight here. Turkey is fucking overrated. Cut it any way you want. It is overrated. Unless you get turkey cooked by the best damn chef in the world, it is overrated.
Oh.
And you want to know what it is? The people that probably put turkey on a high pedestal probably would rather eat chicken over steak. You like dry food, you don't like flavoring, and that's fine. Don't come at me. But don't say that turkey is some great meat when there's nothing to it. And 99% of the families that cook the damn turkey, I don't care if it's grandma's special recipe. I don't care if your dad's a fucking turkey maniac, bro. I don't care if you cook
turkey maniac. I'm going to change my fucking handle on everything to turkey maniac.
Dude, There's nothing to it. There's
All
nothing
right.
to it.
Okay, but what is the best? So what's the best dish?
The best. See, I'm
So what's
biased.
on your plate? What's on your plate?
See, I'm biased here. I'm really biased. I've got great family mashed potatoes. I
Okay.
like.
So you
mashed
that's like the
potatoes.
thing you beeline for first. When you walk into the house, you see the spread before the family starts getting up. Who are you like cross-checking in the family to get?
Yeah,
Just
I'm
straight to the
immediately-
mash.
Yeah, like the what's the like cheesy potatoes, like the cheesy potatoes and like mashed potatoes. Like I beeline that shit to immediately because like my family's like Polish, and so like immediately it's like the meat is like where they kind of dive first. I know exactly where they're going. Like we have like sausage at our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you get a little kielbasa in there. You might have a little kapusta.
We got like 4 different types of sausage, and they're like the whole plate, like their plate, like my uncle's and like the ad looks plate just looks like a bunch of fucking turkey, ham, like 4 different types of
Do you do
sausage.
pierogies on Thanksgiving?
Do I what?
Pierogies?
No,
Yeah.
we don't. We don't.
Oh man, those are
No,
those are
actually,
fire.
last Thanksgiving we had them, but not rare. It's rare.
Fire.
It is.
Wait, Stan, how do you like your meat cooked?
What type of meat? Steak?
Red meat.
Yes, we'll say steak. Yeah, red meat. How do you steak?
Okay, dude. There's eating meat and there's eating hockey pucks. Okay.
Okay.
Anything above medium rare is damn near criminal.
I agree. All right, cool.
Medium, you can get good medium cuts. I'm not saying that you can't. There are good medium cuts. There are. And I don't disrespect you. But if you go to every restaurant and walk in and order a medium, I'm fucking scared of you. Because genuinely, there are some places
We
where you're
chewing
gonna
it for
get-
hours. We chewing it for hours.
Like
Bro,
I don't see it rare.
I order my shit medium, all right?
Yeah, but
I
you
don't
also
trust
order you dip your steak in ketchup.
Oh,
Chris, hold on. No. You're coming up with legitimate fallacies here, okay? You are just making things up. I enjoy steak.
Stan
just
didn't even
don't
wait to hear the facts, dude. He just
Bro.
got off. Look at his belly.
Dude,
There's no
I
way.
just don't like when my meat bleeds. One, because when I cook, I fucking undercook everything and I get food poisoning, okay? I give myself food poisoning every couple of fucking weeks because I don't know how to fucking cook. So when I go out and I want a steak, I want to make sure it's going to be cooked so I'm not going to fucking shit my brains out for an entire week.
Yeah,
What's a
Bob
you
needs
problem?
to overcook them because his stomach is so weak. All right, let's keep this rolling here. Most overrated Thanksgiving dish, Chris.
I'll say most overrated side, corn. I think corn sucks.
Ooh,
I think corn is so ass. And
I'll give you
this
that.
is-
I'll give you that.
Thank you so much. It's like little pebbles. Like I'm good with that, man. But I will say one thing, a little caveat. I do like corn on the cob, but I do not like corn off the cob. Is that psychotic?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It's a
Okay.
texture thing.
Yeah, like I don't want to eat like little jelly balls out of a thing. And like I get it, you can put butter on it and stuff like that and make it good. I don't know, they like pop in your mouth and they're fucking nasty. There's no place. I'm like, I get a famous bowl from KFC. If there's corn on it, like I get skeeved out. I don't want to eat that.
That's
I
a
think
third
corn's
of
very
the.
overrated.
That's a third of the fucking ingredients.
Yeah, I say double down on the mashed.
dude. Yes.
Okay, so corn, most overrated. What's your favorite?
Don't say it.
Say that again?
What's the other component of the question, which was there's most overrated and then there's your favorite.
Oh, my favorite. Okay, so my favorite is stuffing.
Yeah.
100%. Like I this is also again like lock me away. I eat stuffing year round. I don't know if that's a normal thing.
That's a lot.
But I buy stovetop and I whip
Chris,
it
you
up.
know who else ate stuffing year round?
Yeah, Ted Bundy. I get it. Yeah, I
Ted
understand.
Bundy ate fucking stuffing year round.
The Zodiac Killer. They found a box of stovetop at every. They never found the Zodiac Killer, but there was a box of stovetop behind. That was his calling card.
Dude, stuffing is incredible. And like the thing is, you can't fuck it up. You can make it homemade. Those are like the overachievers and the tryhards. But take it out of the box, man. Season it up a little bit. I'm cool with that. Dump some gravy on it.
Yeah.
Eat that up.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait for some stuffing next week. Wow.
Fair point.
All right, Bob. Worst and best.
I can't wait to hear this ridiculous
I
answer.
already have a feeling he's been sitting there looking at the.
He's been revving it up. He's been revving it up.
No, because it's easy. It's easy. Stuffing is the greatest fucking meal you can have. Greatest piece of a meal you can have at Thanksgiving, hands down. I'm a big turkey guy. I love fucking turkey. I love ham. I love any like you. I love any type of fucking meat. I just don't like when it bleeds. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like when meat bleeds.
Oh,
Beat bleeds.
Chris, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'll fucking mute you so I don't have to listen to you for the rest of the fucking podcast.
Wow, red. Wow, red.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Stuffing, S tier, 100%. And cranberry sauce is probably the grossest thing
Agreed.
to ever be one of the grossest things to ever be consumed by human beings.
Definitely overrated.
If you eat cranberry sauce and you enjoy it, there's something clinically wrong with you. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Like, go to a doctor because they need to diagnose you.
Dude, think of it this way. Cranberry sauce. So, like, think of a cartoon, for instance. We'll say, like, Doug. When he used to feed his dog, he used to get, like, the can of dog food, and he used to just jiggle out of the can and look so disgusting. That's cranberry sauce. I guess people make them homemade and all that stuff. They pick the fucking cranberries themselves. But it's nuts. I won't touch. I'd like cranberry juice, but I don't want cranberry sauce. It's just all mushy. It tastes like baby food.
So, for me, I think we all agreed last year that stuffing is like the triple S tier, bulletproof. I don't think there's anything better than like when you have your plate all set up and you got like 15 different things on there, and then you get like those little bites of stuffing that has like a little bit of everything else in it. You know what I mean? You got a little mashed potatoes, you got a little gravy. You know what I mean? If you want to get real crazy, there's like a little bit of corn in there. Like if you're not Chris. Like, you just get a little scoop of everything, but it's like 80% stuffing and then 20% everything else. Woo! Boy.
Just mix it all up, put some gravy on it.
Man, absolutely.
No, like, the leftovers after Thanksgiving is the best part. You have leftovers for like a week.
So, I would say top tier, triple S tier, stuffing, honorable mention, favorite Thanksgiving dish is like whatever Italian stuff my mom makes. So lasagna, manicottis, eggplant parm. We do all the guinea shit for Thanksgiving. So we do the big Italian dishes. So my mother's like telling me about like what Italian stuff she's cooking for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, "Are you doing a turkey too?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do a turkey and a ham as well." But then there's also going to be 800 pounds of other food, and I'm like, "Okay, there's 5 of us. There's 5 of us." So. Most overrated Thanksgiving food. I feel like I mean, we said cranberry sauce, and like I don't know if that's even over. I don't even think that's like rated. I feel like people just eat that just to be like, oh, I'm eating cranberry sauce. Like I don't know. I think
EO type shit.
Like, oh, I'm eating fucking cranberry. Like, just give me a fucking break. Just give me a fucking
please. Shut the fuck up.
Please give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. I think I don't know. I feel like there's always like the miscellaneous vegetables, like your green beans, your carrots, your like the like little pearl onion things, like that type of stuff can just miss me with all that shit because I'm here for the big dogs. The big players. I need turkey on my plate. I need gravy. I need mashed potatoes. I need stuffing, and one vegetable. But I don't need fucking 6 of them. So like maybe like carrots. I don't know. I feel
roasted potatoes, like sweet potato, maybe.
Yeah, sweet potato. So let's talk about fucking. Let's do it. Oh, we're going there, baby.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing.
Oh, I'm doing it.
We're not doing this again.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Here we go.
Get him out of here.
Oh, let me just.
Go ahead, Dom.
Let's talk about the greatest side ever concocted.
Bob, you're not gonna say it.
This isn't gonna be.
You don't even know what he's gonna say.
You don't even know.
Because it makes no fucking sense.
Motherfucking.
Let's hear it.
Motherfucking sweet potato casserole, baby.
Which is a dessert.
It's not a dessert. It's not a dessert.
It's a
Dude,
dessert.
sweet potato. No, it's not. Sweet potato casserole.
Marshmallows on it. What are you talking? That's a dessert. There's marshmallows on something. It's a dessert.
Okay.
Marshmallows on your side?
Yeah.
No, hold on a second. Hold on. Everybody got their chance to talk. Sweet potato casserole. Look at Chris too is supporting me in the chat right now. Come get your cousin, Rob. Come get your cousin. Look at
Chris,
he's here.
No, you can't do this shit. No.
Let's go. Sweet potato casserole. Sweet potato casserole is the fucking goat, and let me tell you why. So you already have your savory. You know what I mean. You got your salty. You know what I mean. You got all your different flavor profiles, and then you get the sweet potato that comes in there, which is already fire. And all the 8-year-olds in the chat that are like sweet potato is a garbo. Please stop. Please,
That's facts.
please, just go eat a sweet potato. Please, I'm telling you. I'm just listen. I'm saying sweet potatoes in general are just eat a fucking sweet potato, please, once.
They're good.
Little brown sugar on there, little mushroom on there, all candied up. You put that under the broiler for a minute. It's just nice and crystallized on top of it. And I'm telling you, that is like the.
Tom, we're getting ahead of it.
Bro.
It's not a side. It is a dessert. That is a different discussion. It's another category.
Yeah,
we're not talking about.
No, sweet potato. The only thing. Listen, not everybody puts marshmallows on top of it, but sweet potato casserole in itself is not a dessert. It's a side. It just so happens that my sister, when she makes it, and it's the best, has marshmallows on top of it, and there's like some little crunchy bits in there. I don't even know what those are.
It's
I don't know.
graham cracker.
Maybe. Fuck it.
It's a pie. It's a pie.
Bro, sweet potatoes are the fucking M13 of Thanksgiving, bro. They're average. They don't do anything bad. They don't do anything good. It's just, you know it's going to hit. There's nothing exceptional, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's just an honorable mention. It's just an honorable mention. I'm just saying that is if I could change, if there's one mind that can change per year, and it looks like I did that in the chat already, if there's one mind that can change per year to try sweet potato casserole, or to like call your aunt and be like, hey, do you ever think about maybe whipping together a little sweet potato casserole for your boy? Just bring one out. Just bring one out for the boys. I'm telling you, please. I'm telling you, mix it all in. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might get a little sweet potato casserole in your stuffing. You might get a little bit of that. And see WT Nanas in the chat goes, you know what, Dom? Just for you, I'll try it. Thank you. This is why I have a fucking video game podcast, for people to try sweet potato casserole.
I have not disagreed.
Let's go, Lucci. Also, the gang. I'm making a T-shirt. Sweet potato casserole gang.
Oh God.
Ride or die.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole fucking 3 of you wearing it.
There's like 8 of us. We outnumbered. There's like 8 of us. Sweet potato casserole, baby. Let's go.
You're a lunatic.
Updog724 is canceling everybody who supports sweet potatoes, so you gotta get him out of here. Can we ban him? Ban him?
No. Updog's getting modded.
Ban him.
Updog getting modded real quick.
Mute. Report. Mute. So yeah, sweet potato casserole gang. Wait, we have one more voicemail. We have one more voicemail.
I know what this is.
Mm-hmm. We have one more voicemail.
Yeah, here we go.
Actually, there was 2, but I can't do another like Stan roast voicemail. I can't do it. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Lucci calling in. Second time caller, long time listener. This message is for StanMan34, guest on tonight's podcast. Just wanted to call and let you guys know. This morning, we were playing a little friendly game of Warzone duos on stream, by the way, to thousands of viewers. And StanMan thought it was a good idea when I got knocked from a sniper to just stand over my body and incessantly teabag it instead of going for the res. Long story short, by the time he's going for the res on me, the enemy precision airstrike us and we die and we lose the match. So I just wanted to, once again, on live, on the air, thanks StanMan34 for throwing that duos game for us in front of thousands of viewers. Love you, brother. Great podcast as always, boys. Have a good one. Good night.
Wow. I mean,
Go ahead, Stan.
Let it be known that me tactically crouching over your body has 32,000 views in 3 hours on my page. Something.
Hold on, time out. Bro, you just said about an hour ago, nobody gives a fuck about the stats.
Well, okay. We can get into a whole argument about TikTok here. I'll even ream it into you guys, bro. I love me. Look, I'm just, before we even get into it, because that's a great point. It's a great point. TikTok, people in this chat need to hear this, because I know there are some content creators in here probably. TikTok's free advertising. Any way you cut it, you can post a video, and it doesn't matter what that video fucking does, because you get to post tomorrow, and you get a fresh new slate on the algorithm, as long as you didn't fuck up the night before, to go create something, and it's got a chance to pop.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that platform more than that TikTok is doing something that no other platform is doing, where it's making everyone discoverable. You don't have to have a huge following to get discovered. And like you said earlier, it rewards good content. So I'm glad you were able to farm content out of one of your good friends. I would do the same thing. I'm all about the clicks, babe. This is the media business. I'm all about the clicks. But yeah, I totally agree with you, where TikTok is the way for people who want to create. But once again, make sure what you do stand out. Make sure what you're doing stands out.
Yeah, but like, don't teabag your fucking homie in the middle of a match.
30,000 views, 3 hours.
No stats, bro. No fucking stats. We can't go
Nope.
stats.
No
You said
stats.
it. We can't talk stats.
That's 30,000. That's 30,000 eyeballs. My wife can be in those 30,000. Who knows, bro?
Oh, bro,
That's
15
true.
15,000. 15,000.
Confident male, good looking, good at Warzone. Damn, honestly.
I mean, check all the
Dude,
boxes. Great
hold
hair.
on.
Professional tennis player.
Gucci, we are not a fair sample size to compare each other, okay? Here, Mister, fucking 1 point whatever million followers, slinging your dick around. I get it, okay? My 166,000 does not compare. I have an army of dickheads. That's what I do great.
Know your fucking
wow.
demo.
Put that
Know
on
your
put that on a
Exactly,
shirt. Put that on a fucking shirt. I have an army of dickheads. That's what makes me great.
I know.
StanMan34
Exactly.
2020.
StanMan 2024. Fuck, let's go, bro.
Let's
But
go.
yeah, to the voicemail, as I was beating around the bush. I saw that on chat. I was a little bit just trying to highlight what I did use this action for. As Lucci and I have talked about many times, we could be, a Tim and Nick duo, as he's trying to expose me on another podcast. But yes, I take full responsibility for tactically crouching in front of probably 1,300, 1,400 viewers on stream. Yes, I did that. Yes, the precision airstrike got called. Yes, I could have ran inside. I'm pretty sure I had like $4,500. Could have just bought you back and left you. Totally could have done that. There was a buy at bank. Knew that. Totally knew that subconsciously. I'm owning my shit right now. I knew that there was a buy. I knew I could have left. I saw the precision. But I knew that there was a piece of content to be had. The second I was going to stick the res, I knew we had a high chance of fucking dying. We died. I memed the shit out of it. Threw a meme at the end of the TikTok. It's doing really well. And it pissed you off.
It's
honestly,
doing really well.
Would you do it again? Would you do it again? Do you feel bad for it?
Would I put Lucci TV in a place of misery for content? Is what you're asking me? Yes, I would. Absolutely. Yes, I would. 100%. I'd do it 100 times over.
That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for.
Double down.
What do you think?
Double down every time.
What do you think we've been doing to each other for the last 207 weeks?
Exactly.
So fucking true.
It's so true. It's so true.
Holy shit. Wow, we just came full fucking circle.
Oh, yeah, wait till we play Tim the Tatman tomorrow. Yeah, I hope Tim has like TTS on tomorrow, so my fucking he's just gonna be reading off donuts or like, Stan's like fucking 3'4" and fucking has like a 6-finger forehead. He's gonna be like, hey Stan, what's up, bro? You want to talk about it?
Hold on. A 6-finger forehead.
I actually don't.
How? Explain that. Explain that.
Five. False. This is what comes out. This is what happens. Like, bro, like, see, I mean, I'm a solid 4.
Oh, that's good. Nice hairline. Okay, not bad.
I'm a solid 4.
I'll take that. That's nice. But yeah, what people don't understand too, like I was watching the video of you tactically crouching up and down on Lucci, and what people don't see, there was a glint in the background. There was a sniper, so you were like trying to fool him a little bit. I saw that.
And the whole part of the clip here too is who went down.
It was Lucci. It was
the PC player, right? All this movement, all these arms, could have easily outplayed the Sniper King. But what happens, right? The sniper in the face. I gotta res him. We fucking go back to the lobby. I mean, you take whatever you want out of that scenario, but I'm just presenting the facts. I own my side.
Bateman34. Lucci just called you.
I mean, okay.
Wow, you are fucking in for it tomorrow. Holy shit.
Dude, what time are you guys going live? Because I'm fucking 100% watching this shit.
Yeah, we have 3 p.m. Eastern. We're playing with Tim.
I'll be there.
Wow,
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm excited. It's gonna be.
That's huge though. That we said at the beginning too, but that's fucking giant for everyone that creates on TikTok and just creates in general.
I'm happy to see what happens out of it. To be honest, truly, I'm more interested not in the individual parts of our careers, but if TikTok starts to get like held in higher regards with other large content creators, especially streamers. That's where I'm curious. That's what I'm curious to see.
I mean, there's organizations signing people off of TikTok. I mean, the prime example is Nico, who got signed to 100 Thieves from TikToks that she was making. There's there's things that can happen. You just almost slip up.
No, I mean, there's people that are interested in this, and I can't go on the record and talk. I don't even, Lucci and I have personal conversations regarding this, and there's people that have talked to, even people that you have seen signed. I can speak from personal experience. Even the orgs that you have seen sign people, there are more orgs interested that have not made a play.
That they're just not pulling the trigger.
They're not pulling the trigger. Not yet.
Oh my god, it sucks so much because we're like,
It's not
too.
who you think. It's not who you think too. It's not. I'll go on the record. It's not 100T. It's not phase for me, but I'm not saying it couldn't be for other people.
Yeah.
But there's still massive orgs that are reaching out and saying, like tickling the pickle, saying, "What's good? I like what you're doing." Get you in front of a couple people, and they're just like, "What's up?"
I'm curious to see, especially after tomorrow. Like, it could be the tipping point.
I mean, it's more. And I say this all the time, and people are like, right? It's like exactly what we said. I really don't give a shit about my TikTok statistics. It's more. My long play is always streaming, right? But it's like I said, I have a video that I posted 3 hours ago that took me an hour and a half to edit because I'm shitty at editing. But it has 30,000 views, and it was like this morning. Lucci's averaging 800 viewers. I'm averaging 300 viewers, and we're dancers. Okay.
What dancer?
The WAP.
Nice.
The WAP. I'm about to make a personal account, bro. Low key start dancing. I need the views. Like I do.
WAP man 34.
Okay, dude. Like honestly, once I get like a little bit more in shape here in a couple months, like the personal shirtless TikToks could be coming here. It's a real
There we go.
They really could.
We got any more voicemails, Dom?
Nope, that's it. I think we're ready to do that thing.
All right. Might as well land the train. So if you don't know landing the train, you get to plug whatever you want to plug. Where can people find you? Shout out anybody you want to shout out. Just tell everybody where they can find your content, where they can find you, how to connect with you, all that type of shit.
Oh yeah. StanMan34 everywhere. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. I want to be a streamer. That's where we're going. Twitch, StanMan34. Watch the debauchery. We have a lot of fun, and I think that's the long play. You probably see me on TikTok. I might have pissed you off. I'm sorry. That's what I like doing. Maybe subscribe to the YouTube StanMan34. That's a great place too. I don't create content there yet because honestly, I don't want to give you an M4 loadout video or a 20 kill gameplay that you've seen 8 times over. But we're gonna figure something out eventually there, and we're gonna get that passive money and make Cody, my editor, do his job, and then go from there. And yeah, but no.
Make him do his job.
Go join the fucking dickhead army.
Exactly, bro. What's up?
Enlist. Big shout out to Stan. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you. Big shout out to all the Stan fan mans in the chat. You guys have been blowing up the chat. Shout out to the whole dickhead army that's been blowing up the chat the entire night. All the dickhead army, all the shitter men. Shout out to all the dickhead armies that have been blowing up the chat all night. We have probably we haven't seen the chat move this much since Asmongold was on here when it was just going a fucking mile a minute. So we hope to see some of you guys back in here, and much love to all that. And big shout out to Paul Pierce. Thanks for making us the men we are today. Shout out to the truth. You know what I mean? There's only one truth. You know what I mean? There are many answers, but there's only one truth. That's what I'm just want to tell you.
That was kind of real.
You know what I'm saying? And also shout out to the Sweet Potato Casserole Squad. Gang shit. And go buy a t-shirt. Wear what the pros wear. You know what I'm saying? Wear what the pros wear. Not Another Gaming Podcast. The La Luna t-shirt is on there right now. You see it. Mad quality fabrics. Very high quality designs. And it ships in like 2 to 5 days. That's bananas. You can't even. Come on now. Listen. Come on. Just look at the fucking. Come on. Let's talk about it. wickedgoodgaming.com/shop. Wear what the pros wear.
Go, you guys.
No, that was all you got.
I really wanted to pick into the XQC and kind of DMCA thing. I know we're done, but
you want to hit it real quick?
I really did want to see your guys' opinions on that as like people that fellow streamers and someone that
want to come on next week again and talk about it.
We can do it real quick.
No, you're good. We can end it. We're good.
We'll cap it at what time's it right now? We'll cap it at like 7 minutes. 7 minutes and we call it. Okay.
My personal opinion on the whole situation is Twitch had to. You have to do that at that point where it goes against their terms of service. Where one of the biggest streamers on Twitch stream sniped live on Twitch in front of whatever.
Yeah,
50,
you can't not do that.
viewers.
You can't let your this content creator make a fucking mockery out of what you're doing, especially when it's your event. You can't allow that. You got to ban him. You got to make an example of him.
Do I think it was blown out of proportion a little bit when it happened? Yes, to an extent. Like there wasn't much money on the line, but that doesn't matter. Like it was still a situation where people were competing to win money in Twitch Rivals. In my personal opinion, I think it should have been. I think it should have been a charity tournament playing Fall Guys in public servers. I think it all should have went towards charity. I don't think it should have been paid out to people playing in it. But the long and short of it is, I think XQC did deserve the ban. I think it's pretty fair what they did. 7-day ban for him. He'll be back in a week. He'll be stronger than ever because everyone knows when you get banned and come back, your viewers shoot up. It's exactly what's going to happen. Get banned, Stan. It'll help.
So
bro.
To clarify, he didn't cheat. He was stream sniping. It was in a Twitch Rivals event. Of course, you're going to get fucking banned for that. It's like,
yeah, 100%.
There's no fucking shot. But when it comes to the money thing, there are smaller streamers that were incorporated into this Twitch Rivals event and the whole GlitchCon event that some of them could benefit from that money. So I kind of disagree that it should all be going to a charity, especially when they're trying to prop up some of their like middle tier streamers. So when it comes to like the top tier talent that was involved in that, I think 100% of them should just be like, cool, I'll pick a charity for this, or just be like, if we win, all of my winnings get split amongst my team, something like that. Otherwise, like, yeah, 100% of the time you're gonna get fucking banned for that. He's gonna come back stronger. Was it blown out of proportion? Absolutely. Is it gonna happen again? I don't fucking know. Probably, but like, does it matter? Not really. It's a Twitch Rivals event, but I'm glad we brought up the whole charity thing because Dr. Lupo is giving all of his donations to St. Jude currently. Gonna be rotating through charities. So if you want a good fucking example, that's the dude right there. He's the fucking, I think he is the pinnacle of what it is to be a live stream entertainer.
Yeah.
And all he does is great things.
Agree.
That was under 3 minutes. Wow, we fucking killed that.
Wait, Sam, what do you think about the whole XQC thing? Do you think it was deserved?
I think he deserved, definitely a slap on the wrist for doing that. I think there's just something to be said, and I wish it's similar to kind of like it ties into like the whole thing you're kind of seeing like with like Charli D'Amelio now, and like she said, like she wasn't grateful for fucking like 99 million followers. I didn't even see the original clip, but people just with massive audiences trying to cancel someone with super impressionable people in their following, and I think the same thing can be said for Twitch followings, and like that's like one of the craziest things, and like that's like some of the weirdest things that's like even someone in my position has to understand, and someone in XQC's position has to absolutely understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ban isn't even almost the worst part about it. It's the fact that he did it live and created that reaction of thinking that it was funny to God knows how many thousands of people, that it's perpetuating that message.
Yeah.
It's like being a role model.
I agree. And while he was doing it, you had like Shroud, who's like obviously very like respected within the streaming and like FPS community. As XQC was doing it, Shroud was watching going, oh my God, this is such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. And just kept saying it while it was happening.
Yeah,
so like people recognize XQC went for the humor in it, but whatever. Slap on the wrist, come back stronger than ever. He doesn't care. He doesn't
care. It's the same thing. It's like his he posted the fucking pictures of him like around like outside, sitting in his like living room, like sitting in places not his gaming studio, and it's got like what I think like probably 5,000, 6,000 retweets by now.
So many.
Yeah, dude. Like I'd make a video of me like sitting outside, like from like and like have a drone come down and like me with a bev, like sitting on like a dock, like out looking on like a lake or something, or like the ocean.
I can already.
Yeah, bro.
I can already see the caption: "BandMan34."
BandMan34 just sitting there. I'm just sitting there, just drinking some. Just like you just gotta play into it, and that's what he does. So it's like Twitch almost like shoots himself in the foot too if he doesn't approach it the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. I want to shout out one person. We got a 5-star review on the podcast on iTunes. Let me start by saying, if you do want to shout out on the podcast from yours truly, please leave us a 5-star review if you enjoy the show. It really helps us within the rankings and the algorithm of the podcast platforms. There's a 5-star review from JB Genesis, an absolute legend. It says, an internet dad, a fortune-telling doctor, and Big Bird walk into a bar. Welcome to Not Another Gaming Podcast. This trio delivers on hot takes and fresh news within the gaming industry. They're a no-nonsense gang of gaming goons out of Boston who aren't afraid to speak their minds. Not only are you getting unfiltered news, you're also guaranteed a handful of laughs by the end of the episode. Beyond the podcast is an entire community of wonderful people from around the world, of which I am proud to be thankful of. Not Another Gaming Podcast, hosted by Papa Dom, Dr. Bob, Chris P, is something I look forward to. It is just a look into the windows that is the spaceship known as Wicked Good Gaming. Next stop, the moon. Twitch.tv/JBGenesis. You deserve a sell promo at the end of that. Thank you, brother.
Unbelievable. What a legend. What a fucking legend.
Very handsome, actually.
Wait, who's very handsome? Me?
Whoever wrote that review. Chris, I unfortunately did not hear that about you, but...
What are you talking about? You don't think I'm handsome?
I think you're handsome. I'm just saying that was not the message I heard through the grapevine.
Okay. I think you're handsome too, just for what it's worth. But thank you. Thank you for the compliment.
Definitely looks like fucking Gumby.
Dude, shave your beard off. You have 3 chins.
Never gonna happen. Why do you think I have a fucking beard?
Wow. Fair point as well.
Chris, what do you think? A fucking that statement? I fucking say it all the time. I have a beard because I have several fucking chins.
Whatever,
My
dude.
God.
You got any shout outs, Bob? What do you got?
Oh,
And shout out for Stan for coming on. This has been fun.
yes.
Of course.
Shout out to Stan. Thank you for joining us. Check out all of his shit, all the content he does. StanMan34 at everything. I got a bunch of shit from YouTube. New sub, Syndicilla, commented on one of the zombies videos, Fire Video. Andrew W commented, love the content, love the podcast, keep it up, guys. Syndicilla also commented, no problem. That was just a reply. PokeSimp, the mysterious PokeSimp, unknown who it is, just typed in coffin. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what that means.
Great.
Sea Dog coming in hot with Chris P is my boy. Go Snakes Go. Yep, Chris is a fucking snake. And another sub, Obscure Blanco. So thank you. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's all we got.
Anything else? Nothing else? We can land this fucking train.
No, sir. Take it home.
Go for it.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in for episode 207 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Stan, thank you for joining us. We are your favorite internet dads. You can find all of our written content at wickedgoodgaming.com. You can find us on all social media platforms at Wicked Good Gaming, except for Twitter. It's at Wicked Good Games. You could check out our YouTube at youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming. I broke my fucking back trying to get some Easter egg content up. Please go watch it. Jake, for the love of fucking God, please go watch it. You can catch us here live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We record this live every Thursday. We occasionally stream during the day at any random time during the week, and you can catch the pre-recorded show on all podcast platforms globally. We've cracked the top 50 and the top 100 in over a dozen countries. Help us make it fucking 2 dozen, you know?
Hell yeah.
If you're listening outside of the country, let us know. You know, whatever country you're from, reach out to us. Let us know in any of the platforms where you listen to us. Help us break the top 50 and even more. And yeah, we'll catch you live next week for episode 208. I think we're going to be recording on Monday because it's the week of Thanksgiving. That week, we always kind of fucking juggle around what day we want to record, but we will let you know probably on Twitter for sure what it's going to be. So keep your eye out on that, and we'll catch you for episode 208 of Not Another Gaming Podcast next week. We love you.
Mwah!